Back chat, back chat, back chat, back chat. We're back, family. We're back.
Oh boy. Hi, Miss Kiana. How are you?
Hey, Kiana, I'm texting
Tomas.
somebody.
Yeah, I seen Kiana in the other chat earlier.
Hey, if I give somebody the keys to my YouTube, does that also give them access to the restream features?
I don't think so, but don't take my word for it.
Like, if you look in the back, do you see like volume and stuff on
Mm,
yours
on your channel, let me find
on the
out.
restream?
No, I have controls for myself. Yeah, everything's for me. I don't have any Yeah, Kiana. I don't know exactly like what happened. Because I caught it like at the very tail end
Hmm.
when y'all were like wrapping up the argument, but I'm just a firm believer that conversation should never, although don't get me wrong, like I'm with the shits, right? So I'm 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 here for it. However, like if to me the easier alternative is to have a conversation that's solution based, I'd much rather have that conversation, you know?
Okay, Angie, if I needed you to run a live for me, could you do it?
I don't have the permissions on my end. I think you have to go into your settings and you will have to add
I
people as
added
like
you as a manager. That's what that email
and
from YouTube was about.
well that's for YouTube, but that's not for this
I
though.
would have to give you my password for Restream. Yes, I'm aware.
It doesn't
I would
um
have to give you my password for Restream because I have found nowhere where you can add a secondary. But let
oh
me see.
yeah, but Miss Kiana, I don't feel like we should get to the point of calling names, you know. Whether it be in conversation like on the panels or in person. Um and in the chat, you know, like I have much respect for Sis Nandy, even though I don't agree when her stands on, I guess, like defending black men. I don't agree with that at all.
Okay, but
Um,
if I started the Restream, could you like be here to give me notifications? Like text me, cause I'm gonna have to start one. I'm gonna be at work
when
today sometime.
today tonight?
No, today sometime. It could be tonight.
I mean, it depends on how long I'm on for, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Devanya, you can't do debates like that with a panel of more than like 3 or 4 people. Because once you get over that number, it's gonna get kind of heated, and then everybody want to be right. Don't nobody want to be wrong.
Hmm.
The usual, but it's magnified.
Yeah. I'm gonna eavesdrop real quick.
Eavesdropping, or I might just take off tomorrow. That'll work too.
Yeah, the only problem that I had listening to it is like because I said it in the comments, like I don't know how Nandy started off, but I I couldn't hear um I just couldn't hear balance like how she ended before I left. I couldn't hear that balance when I first came in.
Mm-mm. Now,
Um,
Devanya, you and I both know that's sadly lacking on YouTube.
I mean, not for nothing. I believe in black relationships, but I also believe that
Oh no,
people.
I ain't talking about that part. I'm talking about
Oh,
having a panel about black relationships. She said with respect and could work, and I said you and I both know that's not how it goes on YouTube. No, I wasn't talking about the relationship part.
Oh,
Jump on up, Kiana, if you want to, but we ain't gonna. Somebody's
yeah.
calling me.
Are you sure you ain't get version number?
Hello,
Yeah, Kiana, if you
Devanya.
want to.
Hold on. Hey, you want me to put you back in the live? Yeah. Oh no, it's fine. I was just making sure this was you because I don't have this number saved. I got the other number saved, and it usually. Then who the hell? Okay, so I've been texting you. That's what it is, and I hadn't saved it. Yeah, I got to go back in and save it. I've been saving everybody as I match them up. But yeah, this is fine. Hold on, let me put you on speaker or put you on the computer. Now I was just trying to make sure who it was before I just answered because the state didn't come up under the number until like the last minute. That's why I let it ring for so long. Usually it just popped right up, and I'm like, "Where's the state? What is this coming from? Is this some people for my extended car insurance again? Because I don't want it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just I know that the business thing was
Oh,
the people
that's
getting
Oh, I
elected
ain't
right
telling
now.
people to come up and I ain't
They
even.
think I'm a bill collector.
Yeah, telling people to come up and I ain't even dropped the ladder. Y'all thought it was Verse ain't got my phone number.
I was scared.
Verse ain't got my phone number, homie.
Yeah, everybody, pull up. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation.
I gotta save it. I thought I did because I went through and saved a lot of people's, but if it wasn't at the top, because like I got my YouTube, not my YouTube, my Facebook Messenger, my Gmail, and my phone contacts combined. So if like when something happened, everybody on Facebook start hitting me up and it pushed everything down the thing. So if I don't see you in like the first 20, I'll be like, oh, when I text them next time, I'll just go ahead and save you.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
bullets on his chat.
yeah.
Oh, snap.
He got bullets, Gotti over there.
Yes, girl,
Why
they
do
fitting
people
to
keep
go
giving these folk a
in.
pass? I don't understand.
Who? Let me go ahead and listen real quick.
I could have swore I saved your number though. Unless I saved
Yeah,
somebody else's Divania, which is also
They
possible if
about
I
to
was on
argue. I can
Facebook.
hear it already. I can
Lord
hear it.
Jesus.
It's about to go down.
I'm
I
never
can't. I cannot. All these daggone arguments.
It's like, how many people is it? Two, four, six. It's 9 people up there
It's
right now.
9 now. It was 8 a
Yeah,
minute ago.
yeah, it's 9.
Let's see how we over here all
No,
calm
sorry,
and
two,
shit.
four, six, eight, 10. Sorry.
You just came from over there. You wasn't over there long, Tomas.
He dipped.
Look,
um,
it's a sector for that on YouTube, but that's like a specific sector, the beef sector. That's where they do that stuff all day. The beef sector, the manosphere, and the womansphere. If you want to jump on the hamster wheel, the direction is
wait,
that
that's
way.
what you heard on Uda's channel, Thomas? Tomas, I'm sorry. Tomas.
Lord, see,
Are you serious? Oh my God. That's why, like, you have to have very
two, four,
secure
six,
people.
8, 10. He got the full limit on the panel. Jesus Lord.
Yeah, you have to have really secure people when you're having those
You know what?
conversations.
I tried to tell him. He on his own on that one. My name Jim West, and I ain't in that mess. My nerves can't take it. I be done snatched off on all of them.
Yeah, they arguing.
All my early bird specialists went to bed, I think. I think Devanya pretty much got the same stance I got. Hearing
Uh-oh.
all that stuff make your hair stand on end and your soul itch. Cause you can like a sinking rock in the pit of your stomach. You can feel where it's going to already. I can look at that panel and tell you that ain't a good idea.
Yeah, like Like, and I know some of the other people's faces. Prime's over there. That's interesting. All right, somebody just dropped off. I'm
Nequa
so nosy.
Prime, Mandy, Miss Embassy, SL. I don't
Is
even know.
that Sis Noble? Is that her icon?
It could be.
I can't tell. I'm so nosy, y'all.
And one of those gotta be Bullets Gotti. You ain't gonna have no panel
I think
about
he
black
dropped
women feeling
bullets.
safe. Oh Jesus. Dewdrop, get from over there. Your name tells me you too sensitive. Sounds like an uproodle. Hey Kel.
Yeah, he dropped bullets.
Why
Wait,
did
is
you
that
let him on?
Verse over there?
It could be Lord Jesus. I told him. Don't use your channel and you do what you want to do. But at the same time, I can warn you. Now, whether or not you take that warning is on you. So some people have to suffer the consequences of their actions to learn that sometimes it's better to listen to folk. Like I told him earlier, men seem to discount women and pat them on the head and shit. But sometimes they point out
Lauren, you
stuff
said it
that you
sounds like
can't
an
really see.
uproodle.
I love I love Uda to death, but Uda is hard headed.
Yeah, he's a man. He has to learn from experience. He'll be all right.
Exactly. A hard head make a soft ass.
Oh
And
no,
his is gonna
bullets
be
is back up
like
there.
butter from Saintsbury by the time he is done. And if you didn't know, Saintsbury's is one of the best butters in UK, last I heard.
Girl, I think that is Verse up on the panel.
That's a what?
I said I think that's Verse in the panel.
Lord Jesus. You know what? I at least he ain't over here. I warned him if he let him up there, that's on him.
Yeah, that's him. Yep. He got his face all in the camera.
Hey Devanya, that ain't the way to get it. I get plenty over here without doing all that. Y'all want to see some more?
Yeah,
I
personally,
mean, look at this. I ain't doing all that for this. Look at that. I don't understand. Why would you even show that to me? And I told him, put your head down. Listen, I'm gonna cut the volume on so y'all can hear this shit. Oh, I feel bad now. Let us all see. I mean, I didn't feel bad until his mama came on. Don't do it then I was like that. Do it slow. Ah, shit. Ooh, that's Kiana. Hey, Kiana, boo.
girl.
I swore
Hi.
it was him. I swore it was him.
Let me go check back to make sure he ain't. Girl, he gone.
Girl,
Y'all so
leave
silly.
him alone.
No, girl, he going off of that panel. He coming back.
Shit.
Oh, delete the thing off the.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, hold on.
Yeah, he's
Oh, okay.
going.
We had to retract the ladder at the tree
Yeah,
house.
y'all gonna have to request that by email from now on.
Oh, Uda did kick him off. Okay, he just got kicked off. Make sure
Man,
I told Uda, make sure you block him on Restream. I wonder, can you see the old if you play the Restream back, like for an old one, can you see the Restream chat and do it that way? I don't know, but that's something to
yeah,
look
like
at.
if you're on YouTube and you hit the playback,
No, 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 no,
like
no,
it.
no, no. That's not what I mean. Like I block verse is blocked. I don't
Uh-huh.
mean in the YouTube video. I mean like right now when we in Restream, we can see the chat.
Mhm.
I need to see that chat again so I can block him in Restream to keep him from jumping up on the panel. I'm halfway tempted to
Oh,
unblock him,
that
but then
part I don't know. Like that part I really
see,
wait.
look, Uda booted him. He just wild real quick. He just wild out real quick. See there, I told y'all he probably came back over here and realized there wasn't no link.
I'm sorry. Peace, sis Kiana. How are you doing tonight?
Kiana, if you talking, you on mute, boo. Give her a second. She might be listening to something in the background.
Yeah, I don't see his name. I might not. It might for
No,
me
I'm
because it's
here.
Okay.
Hold on, let me turn it down.
oh
Okay.
you listening to the other live?
I don't
Yeah,
even
I
want.
no, I'm
Go ahead.
okay. Hold on, let me turn it down. Okay.
You listening to the other live?
Luke,
Yeah,
come
I
back.
had to go back and watch me because I yeah, I'm very, very respectful to everybody. I don't care
Mhm.
like what you believe in or anything like that.
Oh, mute the this live on the YouTube. We gonna always hear that because it's the same channel. So Restream gonna pick up on it and gonna like
Make a
reverb it out the
reverb.
speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, just mute it.
Tomas said he got us all traumatized.
I know, right?
Devonia says
And then I'm thinking his mama gonna
footages.
come in and be like, "Okay, baby, I'ma handle it. I'm sorry, he didn't take his medication today or something." She say, "No, he just gotta get to know y'all. He his only child." Okay, but we gonna stop talking about that. He surely is.
Have mercy.
You don't get no cool points that way.
His mom was so sweet
It's
though. I
safe and
loved her
natural.
voice.
Yeah, but the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Sometimes, I mean, one don't preclude the other. That's about you stop. Like
Have
at first, I thought
mercy.
he was just playing, but then when his mama came out, I knew that nigga was dead ass serious.
Nah, he was dead ass serious when he said his mama
Like
about to
at
go.
first, I thought he was just. That's why he was eating like that. He was trying to eat all that stuff for his mama got home. That nigga was dead ass serious.
Nah, he was dead ass serious when he said his mama.
Mute the YouTube video, Kiana. Ain't no weird about it, Karu. She probably used to hearing that shit.
Listen,
I don't have
that threw
mine
me off.
playing.
Huh? You don't have nothing play. It's off now. Sometimes when you press mute, the daggone video will keep playing.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong. It's like a no,
A
it's like a
delay.
little delay.
Okay.
Is
And
it
let me.
good?
Yeah, it's
I
good
mean, we
now.
can
Let me
hear you,
cut you down
yeah.
just a tad. Yeah, we can hear you now without the background because it's like a couple of minutes behind. Are you on your phone or are you on on a tablet on a computer? Yeah, we can hear you now without the background.
But every time I take myself off of mute, it's like a delay.
Are you on your phone or are
I'm on
you
my
on?
laptop.
Okay, so you done muted the YouTube tab, right? Because that's not a delay. That's the YouTube video playing. Because it runs like 30 seconds behind the live. You on the Restream tab. If you look all the way at the top, you'll see the tabs with the logos. The one to the left of it is going to be that YouTube tab. Click on that one and then mute that video. Lord, if anybody wants to climb up to the treehouse by now, not by now, tonight, if anybody wants to climb up to the treehouse tonight, we are only letting the ladder down by invitation. I repeat, invitation only. These are code yellow conditions. No need to be overly alarmed, but we ain't dropping the ladder just to drop it tonight. This is just don't make no sense.
He's waiting for you to join his universe.
Girl,
I
I
didn't
ain't
even
doing
see that.
shit. I ain't joining a damn thing. Oh, Moo did a short on his podcast tonight. Let me
Hmm.
drop it into the chat. The story of Moo Tut Moo. Verse snack channel would be lit though. Special guest Mama verse. I think that's why he was eating that food. Like I told her, she was in there licking your fruit, lady. She didn't flinch. She didn't bat an eye.
No, she didn't. Like even when you said something that triggered her to come back to the camera because she thought she was
Hmm.
done talking, and then she's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, like it just flew dead over her head.
Well,
Or else she
she
just
just
used to
got off of work.
ignorant shit.
I mean, Verse looks like he's what, like 23, maybe 24. You know, he's a young man. She ain't trying to hear that shit. She
True,
done. She
true.
want to eat her chicken from wherever she says she got it from, and then go to bed.
And then somebody said they thought she was talking about the dog when she asked him did he want some chicken. Lord Jesus.
I've seen that.
I can't. I can't.
Uh, the
It's
the
like
the
not
chat is
only
ruthless.
not only are people being sent, but people just find me organically any damn way. And them usually worse than the people that's fucking sent. Now was not the time, Lord, to send somebody like Verse down, plop dead square in the middle of us. And anybody that's a long-term watcher knows what the hell I'm talking about. We can't mention the R person because he pops up. Hey, John. Say what, Kiana? Did you say he's crazy?
I don't know.
I
She
know,
may
right,
have.
Yeah, and I
Tamara?
messed up around with the settings. I think I fixed it. Is that better?
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who just got rid of Sean? Exactly, Tomas. And the day before that, it was Judah. It's like they sending enough people. We don't need no organic pop-ups no more. But y'all went, Leonard, where you at? How many it's been organically? It's like they sending enough people. We don't need no organic pop-ups no more. That's me. Leonard, where you
Girl,
at?
that is
How
you.
many it's been? Hold on, high five. I don't have anything playing for real, for real. Do I even have this? I
Girl,
don't.
are you
Lord, did I
sure?
open
Or
something on?
is your volume up too loud? Do you even
on
have the do you have YouTube open?
Yeah, I got it open, but it ain't on unless
Or maybe you should just pause the video and just read the chat. Maybe that'll help.
could then what it ain't playing. Oh, it is playing. Hold on, but it's muted. That's weird. But we stream been acting weird all damn day, so we should not be surprised.
It's Pharaoh's fault. It's young Pharaoh's fault.
Young Spinoff did it. He called the aliens on us, but I still don't know from where. This day shall be his anniversary. Okay, Tavanya, are you still on the phone? Honey, you are.
I can't.
Also, yeah, and just, I
Got
love this
yourself on
chat.
mute,
I love
cracking
this
up.
chat.
This is what we do over here. You know,
She had to
life
call in.
gives
She
you
was not
lemons.
playing.
If life gives you lemons, make some lemonade. In the fraud department, we gonna make some lemonade. We gonna pull out the clowns. You know, we gonna pull out the festive balloons and go. It's a party.
Hey, Rue back over there talking about Verse came back.
Yeah, that's still pouring soda on his chest. Damn. I mean, they say laughter is the best medicine. And this is pure D comedy we watching here, people. Comedy. Comedy. Lord LeVar, you go stop. You in that 33rd birthday clicking clacking.
That's no problem.
I don't know. He might got a thing for you though. See?
Girl, I told him the first time I told him, I say, if you trying to sit up here and be sexy, I ain't interested. He dropped dead the fuck off.
Did
But then
he?
2 minutes later,
Oh,
yeah, but then
you
2 minutes
can't
later
be
he came
rejecting
back.
these grown men like that. He gonna go over to Kevin Samuel's channel now.
I don't give a fuck. They always want to sit up here and talk about what a woman ain't bringing to the table. This nigga live with his mama. That's first off, and that's as far as I'ma go. Cause that should be enough. But yeah, Levon.
Have a mental problem. He
Exactly.
obviously has a mental problem, and it seems like his mother knows it. So whatever he's doing to her, she sees it as innocent, but she is not taking it. I don't know if maybe she has the same
I'm betting on that.
airwaves. She's on the same airwaves as him. We don't know, but she didn't. I mean, the chicken part is like classical. Like, hey, mom, your son is up here harassing us and molesting us, and we're trying to tell him to go away, and he's been on here for a while, and the next thing you know, and it's like, hey, babe, you want some chicken? This is you cannot find it.
Man, shit, this shit ain't got nothing on the Twilight. A lot of Twilight Zone ain't got nothing on this shit.
I missed it. What they over there talking about?
Girl, Verse was over here for like 2 days talking about. Girl, I had him in the back chat. Every time I brought him forward, he would say something weird, so I throw him back in the back. And then he's sitting up here doing strange shit. The nigga took out a whole bunch of grapes and started licking the motherfuckers off like it was sexy.
I'm
Then
telling
he went and
you.
got a hold on. I ain't gotta tell you. I can show you because I started recording the joints.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm here for it.
We gotta watch this shit again.
I'm really not trying to laugh because I think something
It
is
ain't
really
because
wrong.
it's funny. I just want her to understand. That's the only reason I'm showing her this, and I'm showing her one of the tables.
It's just been one of them days.
But see, he was yeah, he was walking up and down the hallways. I don't have food stamps. Lord, I wish I did, but I don't qualify. Are you in your girlfriend's house eating up all her kids' snacks? Is that what
Drinking a Capri Suns.
Oh wow.
Are you in your mama house eating up her hard-earned groceries? We now know that was a lie. Yes or no? I'm giving the right answers. I'm saying what you say. I don't say this age well. I can't hear you. The private chat right down there. That it with first. Are you a homosexual that's looking for a new home?
Ooh.
We ask the hard questions. No problem, Moo. You know it's all love over here. Are you a homosexual that's looking for a new home?
I'm waiting for the answer.
See, you won't shake your head no for that, so that's making me lean towards yes.
Yes.
I don't understand why y'all ain't figured out now. I like clear, straightforward answers. And I don't like people trying to put me on the merry-go-round and loop you. Because, nigga, I'm a okay, Levon. Okay, no more. No more, Levon. Not tonight. Levon, bro. Girl, you been going on about the 33rd vertebrae all day. Okay. How the hell somebody got you scared to drop the own link in your own link in your chat? You can't hear what he's saying any damn way. I'm playing one as I'm recording one. Lip reader in the chat. This is a damn shame. A lip reader in the chat. See, you can't drink something. See, what made me start recording, because I was like, why is he doing this weird shit? He was just walking from room to room, lights going on and off. Then he show up with some grapes. He show up with some Welch's juice. He show up with a peach. The nigga bought a whole uncut pineapple out. I kid you not.
Wow.
Yeah, and this was all in sequence.
Like so he impressing you.
Yeah. So when he pulled the pineapple out, I was like, Devanya, hun, I gotta call you back in a minute.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I did just want to give y'all a brief look, rundown on what happened. Like
Yes,
I don't have
ma'am.
anything against Sister Nandy. I don't even know her. I may have seen her, a couple of times in the chat, but I've never spoken to her, never had a problem with her or anything
No,
like
she
that.
be watching.
And so,
I
hey, I
love
don't have a
you.
problem with it.
Yeah,
So
I'm just saying.
it's some guy, I don't know his name, but he was on the panel with a mask on. And I guess it's her friend that she referred to the argument lead.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so he was saying,
Hold
him
on,
and
Kiana. Hold on.
okay.
One second. We got Devanya on the phone too. Say what, Devanya?
Oh, I didn't see, I can't hear the other guest, so
Oh,
I
my
didn't even
bad.
know realize you had another guest. I'm sorry, it's on my part. But what if right now Mama is doing, you remember Superman on
Yeah.
the Kryptonite planet? And they're making him that kryptonite suit?
If she ain't
What if
finna
she's
ship his
actually
ass over
there?
here.
Yeah, no, a chickenite suit, a chickenite suit.
I
Yo,
cannot with
he
you.
coming, that's it. He coming out clucking and clacking at your ass tomorrow.
No, 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 no.
Now
No,
we know where her son gets all his talent from.
Look, if I can run Rudolph, I can.
Girl, he trying to get you on a date to his mama
you
house.
in trouble.
All
You
I
in
know
trouble.
is hell now to the now, now, now. Hell to the now. Hell to the now. To the now, now, now.
All right, I want to hear this tea. I'm here for
Oh
it.
my
Go ahead,
goodness.
Kiana. Because we don't
Okay, and
know.
so yeah. And so, I'm just in the chat, commenting like everybody else. So the dude came on, and I guess his interview was today, for Solar Vision. And so I guess he got some beef with Anon. I guess he said that he wanted to go at him because he's an atheist. He don't believe in religion. And he was like just going back and forth with Anon, right? And so I'm in the chat. I think I said something amongst the lines of, oh Lord, the devil sent them, right? And
Hold on
so
1 second. Let me put you on pause. You keep talking, but I got a phone call coming in.
You're good. Go ahead.
okay, so yeah, I said something along the lines of, oh, the devil sent them, right? Since he said he was an atheist. And here she picks me out of the whole chat and asks me. And she's like, what is the devil to you? Or something like that. And I was like, okay, because I noticed her in the other chat, and it was like, she had some smart words to say then, but I just ignored her because it wasn't even that serious, right?
Right.
But this time when you point me out, I'm like, oh, okay, so you got a problem with me, obviously, right? So she asked me the question, so who is the devil? So I answer her question and I let her know the devil is, what did I say? I said something amongst the lines of the destroyer of nations or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking that's it. And so she wasn't even on the panel. She was in the chat, and I'm thinking that's that. So she hops on the panel, and it's like she says, "Oh, she just started going off. Like you really might just have to go back and watch it." But I just stayed quiet for a little bit and let her talk. And she was like, "Yeah, y'all talking about the devil. You believe in the devil. You don't know nothing, and you." I mean, it was a lot, right? So I'm still being calm. A lot of other people in the chat were upset with her words, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I just responded back to like the words, the ignorant, words that she was saying. And she wouldn't respond back to me after that. So I jumped on the panel myself. Well, it took me a minute because I couldn't get, I don't usually jump on panels.
Right.
So I had to get my settings right. And I'm trying to log in through Facebook. It's asking for passwords and stuff. So I had to fix all that, right? But then I pop up on the panel, and she was like about to do a presentation. So I was still respectful, and I let her know, hi panel, it's Kiana. Sister Nandy, you can go ahead and do your presentation, but I'm here. And so I guess she didn't like that. She didn't want to continue her presentation anymore. And she just started cussing. So, I mean, I thought maybe we could have a civilized conversation, but she came at me. So, I had to go back at her. But I really don't have a problem with her. She obviously has a problem with me. But what I did notice was the fact that I saw her earlier today in the chat, and she was and Sonetta dipped his little ass in there, and he was like, hey Nandy, um, I just want you to know I really love you. So I just kind of like look, a little sideways, like, why would he put that in the chat? Does he want me to know? I mean, I don't get it. Like, what was the whole point of that? But of course,
Mhm.
it wasn't my business, so I didn't say anything about it. But when she just like singled me out and just start going at me for no reason, I'm like, okay, I see what this is. You have a problem with me. I'm not really sure what the problem is, but you want this work, you can get this work, pretty much point blank. So that's pretty much what happened. And I said my little piece or whatever. She really, it was, oh, I don't know, at that time it was like really crazy. It was like maybe 7 or 8 of us on the panel. Nobody could hear
Mhm.
anybody. It was just a whole hot mess. So after I said my piece, I just dipped out and went back to the chat, and I was like really really hated with her. So I think I just kept fucking with her in the chat for about maybe a whole hour. She never responded to me or anything. But like, you don't just go around starting shit with people and then now you want to play victim. So hey, it is what it is. It's really not that serious though, not to me. But she
Mhm.
might just want to like just change her whole demeanor as far as like giving, she's saying something about she's there to educate the people. Well, it's a way to educate the people. You know what I mean? It's a way to be respectful. Like, you get what you give. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I mean, hey, she got what she got.
Yeah, it was like I said earlier, like when I came in, like it was at the height of everybody talking, and I'm hearing like because Taz's voice is just so bombastic that it just makes everybody else's voice sound like nothing to me.
Right.
Um, and so he has, because of his voice, he has a way of being able to overspeak everyone else. So I hear him, but everybody else, and I'm trying to pick apart what's being said, and I can't really hear nothing at this point.
Yeah, it was just
Um,
total chaos.
yeah, and not to say that this isn't the first time that I've went over there and heard a whole lot of fussing and hollering at one another, but usually you can hear what's being said. This was the first time that I could really hear nothing. Um, so again, like I said, I'm here for the shit. So I'm just sitting and waiting to figure out what's happening. And then
Right.
and then I'm reading the chat at the same time, and people are like, yeah, Nandy this, Nandy that. And I like Nandy. That's my girl. Even though I don't agree with that, what she talks about, I don't agree with it at all. Um, but that's my girl though. Like,
But that's cool too. I don't have to agree with you, but you're not gonna be disrespectful. You know what I mean?
I get it.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a way to educate, in her words. Or it was like she just came in with that sonetta bullshit. Um Section 8 and how we mammies. I'm like, that's kind of like generalizing of, you don't know me. Do you know me?
Yeah, I did see you say that. Yeah. And I'm not trying to give Nandy any excuses. I don't want you to feel that way, but
No, I won't. But I will definitely be willing to accept her apology, because like, if you go back and watch it, I didn't do anything to the lady. I don't even know the lady. So once
right.
she got disrespectful, you're gonna get what you give. That's all.
Yeah, I think like what I've seen um over the last few weeks is that
She's a
Nandy.
bully. Tell the truth, okay? She's a bully. She thought I was weak. And that's what she does. She thinks she's so smart, but she has the same goddamn talking points. It's like, okay, we've heard this. We've heard this. Like, is there anything else? It's like she just goes in circles. I don't know. It's like maybe Sonetta just wrote it down, she memorized it, and that's what she spit. And that's how she comes off to me. Because if it
I
was
think she's been battling a lot of people. So she's like how some people are like, they just waiting for somebody to say the right thing. She's like past that point. At least that's why I said I don't want to make excuses for her. I don't want you to feel that way. But what I have noticed just from the outside looking in is that every time I turn around, she's being attacked. And it's not for like this particular talking point,
Right.
but it's for like the shit with Sonetta and the shit with Napa. And other people coming at her because they side with Sonetta and them, so she's in a constant state of having to defend herself.
Okay,
So
I can
she's
understand that, but this wasn't that.
right.
She
That's true.
deliberately saw me earlier in another chat. Um,
Hmm.
had a little fly little thing to say. I let it go because I'm not with the beef, but I
Peace,
noted
Buddha.
it in my head. Notes. Noted. What am I trying to say?
Hey,
I,
Uda.
it was a mental note. I just took a
Hey,
mental
my
note.
bad. I was putting
Right,
the
right.
Bluetooth back in and closed the lid and it ended the call. Being it's retarded normal
Oh no,
something.
you
You
My
fine.
always
bad, you
hanging up
guys.
on
No, I think
somebody.
that was me. I thought you wanted me to hang
Oh
up.
no, I was saying I was gonna unmute the live and go back on. Hey, Uda,
Oh,
did you want me to send you that in your email?
But no, I agree with you. Like
Oh,
we can't intertwine those two different things and rationalize someone's behavior. Like I completely get that point. Um, I again, I didn't hear. I came in like when y'all were arguing and it was like at the height of whatever was being said. That's
Right.
when I came in. Um, so for me, there was a lot of context missing, and I don't, so like
Right, and I can understand
listening to your
that.
point, I can see why you were. And I even in the chat, like I seen you were saying like she came at me first. I didn't do anything to her. And I seen
Right.
a lot of other people kind of siding with that. So, there's nothing I can say to that. I can't defend that
Right.
whatsoever.
The truth is the truth. And the truth
Yeah.
is you don't know me. You shouldn't have a problem with me. So I'm not really sure why you have a problem with me. But whatever that problem is, that's your
Burst ain't
problem.
here no more, Levon.
That's your problem, not
We
mine.
we threw him
Yeah.
off and drew up the ladder. So it's just me, Kiana, and Angie up here in the treehouse tonight. If anybody else want in, they need to email me. I can't take no more.
Yes, a
Now
lot.
after that,
Yeah,
I don't
I
even
I
do
can get
panels,
it.
okay?
Yeah,
that was like
I get it. Yeah, and to me, like, I don't even know how that subject matter started because the title didn't even match what y'all were talking
Right.
about,
Well,
right?
the guy in the mask came on because we were talking about the interview. Well, I don't even know if he made the interview, okay, to be honest. It was that crazy. But it was supposed to be a pre-interview, so that he could give us his name, where he's from,
so
a
they
little
didn't
bit
even make
about
it to the
himself.
daggone interview.
Well, he dipped off for a minute, but I'm sure nobody was there because everybody was at the argument leave. Like nobody even left to go. I didn't even go. I
Go
was
over there
supposed
and
to
peep
go.
the interview.
Right,
Lord
because it
Jesus.
was just so much chaos going on, and then so he comes back, and they were calling him, like a
Why did
punk.
he have on a mask though? I'm trying to figure that out.
I don't. I wish I knew. I really
Do
don't
you
know.
know who he was?
No, I forgot his name. It's all I know is he's one of Sister Nandy sent him, and so when I seen her, well, the love message that Sa sent her, I was like, well, I kind of went in on the only little thing that I knew about her. I don't know her, so. It is what it is. Like I said, it's not that serious though. I'd be willing to accept her apology. And if she's not able to do that, then just like leave people the fuck alone.
It's too much.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely get it. Like I said, the whole conversation just it didn't sound productive whatsoever. I mean, there
Well,
was
I
name.
came on respectfully. You'll be able to see that if you go
Well, no,
back and watch.
I'm not saying that about you. I'm just saying like at my start point of listening to it, like
Right, it was just some time.
I caught it when like all, sensibility had left. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
pretty much at that
So,
point, right?
I'm just sitting here like, "Whoa, like what the heck is going on?" Like I haven't seen an argument or heard an argument like that in years. Like in real
I
time.
don't even do arguments, okay? And for me to even be a part of that, like I was basically just defending myself, okay? And like
Right.
letting her know, like, don't come at me, like just leave me alone. Like don't you ever come to me again. Because I don't know, I still don't know what the problem is. I'm pretty sure, I don't even know Sonetta. I don't know none of them people. Okay. So
Mm.
Mhm.
I didn't even know she was linked to Sonetta until I seen the love message. Okay. So and it
Yeah,
still wasn't my business.
he was just really harassing her. Like,
I
I
see
don't.
stuff like that going on. I chuck them deuces and turn right back
Yeah,
around.
I just kept it to myself. Like it was
That's
none
why
of
when
my
you see
business.
me putting that little cloud emoji in the chat and some hearts, I'm watching from the clouds. But my name Jim West, I ain't in that
Right.
Well,
mess.
this is where I would have to disagree. So, just based off of, I mean, I don't know if it was on your platform, Tasha, or if it was on Uda's, but no, I think it was on Uda's where Nandy and Sis Noble were on there, and they had kind of pieced together everything that was going on in regards
Mm.
to their beef with Sonetta and Napa, right? Um, and
Uda back
listening,
over there trying to control that dumpster fire he done started.
Oh my, how many people on the panel?
Let
oh
me
my
check.
gosh, I can look real quick.
I'll keep her out
It's
2, 4,
7 right
6,
now.
7, and verse
Yeah,
in the back, so that make 8.
that's a lot. Wow.
He can't come here right now. Ain't no link. um,
If you want it, all you gotta do is email me.
you ain't gonna give Verse that damn link. Stop playing.
Hell no.
Okay.
Tanya, do you have anything to add to this, darling? Tavanya, are you still there?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm here. I'm so engrossed in the conversation. So, hello?
Yeah, I'm right here. I was just reading your
Okay.
comment in the chat.
Sorry.
Slow down and breathe.
But I'm just like everybody else. I work from home during the day. So I
Hmm.
keep YouTube on while I'm working.
Cause
And
Right.
it
Yeah.
kill
Yeah.
time.
it really do. It's
You
like
know,
I'm
how
not
else
even
you gonna be
working.
able to sit at your desk and not be able to move and shit?
Okay. And then I get to watch, like whatever I want, catch up on. I still ain't caught up on everything. I just gave up on trying to get everything. It was just like too much going on. It's just like forget it.
Girl, that's why we sit at the tree house and let people come bring we got correspondence. We got
Right.
foreign correspondence for the other sectors, and we got correspondence for this sector.
Your
And we
angel.
all information is sent here. And if you sit at the treehouse long enough, you gonna know what the hell going on.
Hmm.
Okay.
It might not be as
Absolutely.
fast as you want, but it's a little bit safer. We can
Absolutely.
we can always retract the ladder on this motherfucker.
And I'm sure I usually hit up the same chat rooms. I'm sure we'll be in a chat again together. She may even be on the panel. But if she can't be respectful, then
She
just don't
might
say
pop up
anything.
over here and ask for the link if she done
Just say
over there.
nothing. Just say
No,
nothing to me.
There's
Because
a
I don't
I
want to
saying
do that again. I
we
don't want to
all
be on a
know, right?
platform just,
A bird
cussing
in the
people out.
hand
Like,
is
Hold on,
worth more
Kiana.
than.
Hold on, it's a delay. Go ahead, Devanya.
There's an old saying we all know. It goes, "There a bird in the hand is worth more than two birds in the bush."
that's right.
So what you have, deal with what you have and go on that and spend the time with that. But if you go and release that bird you have that you have
no,
already captured in your hand
And missed
to
him.
go because you spotted two birds in the bush,
Mm-hmm.
now those two birds in the bush, while you're going after it, they too can fly off, and now you have zero bird in your hands.
Yo.
So
That's a fact.
we go through life sometimes missing what we have right in front of us, which is more than we can. Once you start falling asleep, and I have done this on my stream, I've had streams that went past 12 hours where in the backstage we were on for another 6 hours. You understand? And that whole adrenaline of trying to be there and get the truth out and speak, and the conversation is going good. You have this got to be a time when you rise up and say, hey, we all know our bodies. I heard you saying about you stay up. You're just a
Yeah.
night person. You said, I'm the same way. Even if I have to go to work, I would still be up late. It's like, okay, I gotta get at least 2 hours sleep. Gotta get at least an hour sleep. Sometimes I would stay up all night and just go to work. It's like, hey, I'm up. It's 4:30 in the morning. My alarm rings at 4:30. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, guys, gotta go to work. So I'm of that same nature. But and you also mentioned something earlier when you said, Tasha, you said something to the event where those who intelligent minds or something to that effect. Someone said it where it never rests.
Yeah.
So they tend to be up a lot, and that is an absolute fact
Yep.
that I have noticed throughout life with all the people I've known, and those who are not who are just average, and those who are above average. And it's like you tend to see them, their mind is always going. And for me, myself, all my life, the only way I can go to sleep, I have to be tired. I have to read myself to sleep.
Yeah.
I have to do something. There's no way I can do what people say, oh, they turn the light off and go to bed.
Hey,
I have
y'all.
never been able to do that.
Shaka almost is live talking about hieroglyphics.
Y'all better leave my
Hold
Shaka
on.
alone.
Well, I absolutely agree.
Hold on. Listen.
Live the rest of your life worry free. Whoa.
Excuse me.
You got the, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what to tell you, but you really need to get to know friends if you think that that's the way life works. And a lot of times,
Just put the phone to it. I can't hear that.
Hold on.
Can you?
Yeah.
Compromise. Let's come back. And depending on where you are and what your karma's like, you don't know how long you have to wait for it to come back. I mean, you ever see somebody try to throw a punch to somebody and all of a sudden they slip and fall and break their fucking arm? But I remember that actually happened to me. That's so funny. I was in Greenwich Village with some friends one day. I was a teenager. And we were hanging out on 6th Avenue and 18th Street. And we were all going to go.
I ain't going to put it on the screen, Kuru. Night Hotter.
And for some reason, my friends were really fucking crazy. Everybody loved me, so I was always kind of the center of attention, but which I never really fucking understood. But I think, you know what it was? I come from a very caring mother, and I think people have always sensed that about me. Like, I genuinely care about people, and when people come from compromised backgrounds, they get that about me because it's something you can't really turn on or off, right? It's like either you care or you don't. If you're a caring person, you're not. One of the things that I have had to learn to do because of this lane that I'm in, I have had to learn to turn it off.
Shaka, we love you.
You really can't. Sometimes you gotta be like, fucking let them die slow. Don't piss on them.
Shaka is one of my platonic boo things. Platonic.
That's how they're moving on planet Earth. You can't have no sympathy for that mother, for her or him. No. I would like to feel bad for you, but predicated on your actions and what you're about and what you're putting out into the world, nah, I can't feel bad for you.
Now, why on God's green earth would I click on Shaka Live when he is saying that? After the night we done had. Hey, Gary, welcome back.
Gary.
But for real, Devanya, did you just hear what he said?
No, I can't hear anything.
Lord, I don't know why. Oh, hold on. Let me switch you over to the speakerphone. That might be why, because it's coming from the computer. I'm gonna backtrack this a couple of seconds and let you hear it.
Sometimes you can't give a fuck about a motherfucker. You really can't. Sometimes you just gotta be like, fucking let them die slow. Don't piss on them, because that's how they're moving on planet Earth. You can't have no sympathy for that mother, for her or him. No. I would like to feel bad for you, but predicated on your actions and what you're about and what you're putting out into the world, nah, I can't feel bad for you. You're using your every waking moment to bring drama to the Black community. You're using your every waking moment to try to harm Black people because you have a personal right.
Oh, Shaka serious, because Shaka talking halfway straight. But did you hear it that time, Devanya?
Yes.
Hold on, let me put you back on the computer. Okay, now say it. You still there?
No, I'm still here. I was
I was talking about Devanya. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Devanya, you still there?
I think Kiana wanted to drop down. I think
he's live right now. But it's just funny that I clicked on his live right at that moment after the day we done had. I would like to feel sorry for you, but predicated on your actions, I can't.
Wow.
It just makes you go,
Yeah,
I mean, does
that's the
anybody
kind of
else
thing
find that funny?
the
Um,
kind of thing that makes you say, "Oh, I'm a sucker." Yeah, I'm a.
But that's basically just what we went through. You can't feel sorry for some folk. What was you gonna say,
Wow.
Kiana? Kiana, you might be muted. Angie.
yeah, I'm still here.
I'm trying to roll up, so hold on.
She
Angie, do you
focused
have
right
any?
now.
Yeah. You got anything to say about what Shaka said, what Shaka said?
I mean, like in a broader context, and I think I've said it on your channel a few times, like, you know, when, people show you like what they're really about, you know what I'm
Don't
saying?
say show you when we talk about Shaka.
Show you. I can't do it. I can't. But when people show you, I can't even say it without laughing.
We
Um,
need to have one of the buzzers like on Pee Wee Herman.
yeah, when you say the word of the day.
Yeah.
When they display a certain set of the behaviors, right? There
Mhm.
comes a crossroads where you and your mind have to think for your personal betterment. And I have to agree with Shaki. You just see that, like what they doing, and you just have to cut it off. Like you just can't care sufficiently enough any longer
Exactly,
about
Gary.
what they got going on. Um or what their outcome is going to be,
I found his choice of words intriguing, and part of that when he said you just have to let them die slowly.
I
well i,
agree.
I think he's making a very clear observation.
Cause
You
now,
can't.
cause you know what they used to call that package, right?
I think I know what you're talking
As
about.
I die slowly.
What's that? Okay, I ain't gonna even say that.
Put the
Uh,
acronym, it's an acronym.
HI. Okay, that.
As I die slowly.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something else.
No, the first letter of each of those words. That's the acronym.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of the other one, the one that
Yeah,
starts with H. Okay, yeah.
yeah. But no, he said die slowly. So the only thing that was missing for that is as I.
Oh wow. Oh wow. See, I
Now
don't really know all
I
these
done
things.
gave y'all that tidbit, so let's pull it back that little 1 minute and see again.
You can't have no sympathy for that mother, for her or him. No.
A
I
little
would
bit
like
more.
to feel bad. And when people come from compromised backgrounds, they get that about me. Because it's something you can't really turn on or off. Right? It's like either you care or you don't. Either you're a caring person or you're not. One of the things that I have had to learn to do because of this lane that I'm in, I have had to learn to turn it off. Sometimes you can't give a fuck about a motherfucker. You really can't. Sometimes you gotta
Somebody
be like,
asked
fuck it, let them
Shaka,
die
is his
slow. Don't
lock
piss on
weed?
them because
Hey, cool cat.
that's how they're moving on planet Earth. You can't have no sympathy for that motherfucker, for her or him. No. I would like to feel bad for you, but predicated on your actions and what you're about and what you're putting out into the world, nah, I can't feel bad for you. You're using your every waking moment to bring drama to the black community. You're using your every waking moment to try to harm black people because you have a personal gripe against them. Or because you think that you know something about them. Right? This exposure culture, it's disgusting. It's weak and it's.
But did you catch that part where he said you gotta let them die slowly?
Hmm.
Yep.
I caught it. No, he's very vaguely,
Okay, I'm
like
gonna be
he's
in the
he's
chat.
going over quite a
Okay.
few
I
people,
can't hear
like to me.
anything, so I'm gonna be in the chat.
Okay, Devine, I keep forgetting that I got you on the computer, so I have to put you on
Yes.
speaker. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just call up if you got anything to say. You as well.
Thank you,
All right.
Devon.
Right.
Peace.
Omar Chavez, my review thoughts. Is that your newest podcast? If they send me one more goddamn river flood warning and I'm at the top of the damn hill,
Moo, peace,
ugh.
brother.
How you feeling, Mo? But take certain parts of that sentences and put them together. Karu, who do you think he was talking about? Let's just put it that way. Who do you think he was talking about? I mean, it's just mighty funny that I just happened to land on that part of his live at that particular time. That's like 82 minutes in for future reference.
Timestamp that joint.
October. Karu, put your guess in the chat. Let's see how close the cousins we really is. Go ahead, Kiana.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm being nosy. I'm just flipping channels.
Oh, Tar Noonan's over on Uda's channel right now.
How many
And
people on the panel?
it's still 7 verses in the chat though.
Well, it looks like the argument league is drama free. Looks like they have about 7 people. Doesn't look like
Yay.
everyone's taking their turns, like how it should be.
Woohoo.
Okay, the storm is past.
Hallelujah.
Bullets Bullets sitting backstage.
For
You
now,
can't get 'em
okay?
off.
For now. Don't speak too soon.
I'm
Might
crying.
have Bullets and verse in the backstage. Who knows?
It probably is. He
Oh,
keeps
this
saying, I'm backstage. Let me up. That's funny.
Hold on. In the
I
chat,
told
yeah, I
you
see it.
Yeah.
he might be doing we. Nope, nope, nope. Mm-mm. Not today. Not today.
Yo, Lil Milford is so petty. He's like somebody multiplying like rabbits somewhere. He talking about verse.
Oh
He's just
wow.
all over the place. But yeah, back to what
Okay,
Shaka,
Moo.
what'd he say?
Gary say he rolling with the queens. Oh, he said that podcast he just posted in there is an old Fard Muhammad. Oh, it's the Fard Muhammad review. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out tomorrow.
Oh
We gonna
yes, I would.
more
I
too.
definitely want.
Hey, Levon, we retracted the ladder for the night. Anybody that want to come up gotta ask for the link by email.
Only
Yeah, verse.
she's dodging. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to put some sort of wall, like create a link, like
Somebody
take the
asked Shaka
link.
was his locker weed.
They need to leave him alone. It don't matter.
You still in love, Edge.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, but does it really matter whether it's fake or not?
What love?
No,
I mean, the point is whether the
braid.
lock is fake or not isn't the point. The point is that lock is only worn by prepubescent boys in ancient times. So I
Yeah.
don't. And then did you know he got a little mentee that's got a lock too?
Oh wow.
I've
Yeah,
never
yes. I
seen the
don't know if he's still
mentee.
around or not, but he had one at one point.
What do you think it means?
He looked like a little mini chakra.
Oh boy, a little mini chakra.
It's so okay.
Go ahead, Kiana.
Nothing. I'm gonna just keep my thoughts. I don't want to say because I don't really know these people. I was gonna ask, was it someone? What is it? The chakra bars person?
No, not chakra. Shaka Amos.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I've never heard of it.
That big old black dude with that one.
You never see
He
him with
got
the
a
side
bald
lock?
head.
I don't think. No, I've never seen
Girl,
him.
hold on.
Oh wow.
Oh, you might as well pull it up now.
I know, right?
Now, Kiana,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you a
I ain't
disclosure.
gonna pull
Don't
up
be
his
upset
live
with
because I don't
me.
know how you feel about that, but I'm gonna pull
I
up.
have already put the disclaimer out that I am a stand for ugly men. That's just my thing. So
Shaka ain't ugly though.
Okay, I'll be the judge of
I'm
that.
just
Oh,
I'm
here
just
go his
saying
little
everybody's
mentee.
taste is
Look,
different.
here go his little mentee.
Oh, he
Hold
looks
on,
so
let me see.
goofy. You gotta get that bigger. We can't see.
Yeah.
He look goofy though. No, the other guy.
Okay, which one is he?
Shaka
This
is the
is
one in
Shaka
that.
Amos right here.
The big one with the biggest picture.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's not bad looking at all.
Shaka ain't ugly. It's just that ponytail.
Yeah, it has to go.
And she go defend Shaka to the death.
You know, I mean, I
ponytail.
like him just the way that
I
he
just
is.
want you to
You
know
will
up
take
front.
him with the ponytail. Now
I
that
would
is real
He
life.
finds him
if I was a
sexy.
single woman, I
Hold
absolutely
on.
would.
Kiana,
That's
you ain't seen nothing yet.
okay. I'm fastening my seatbelt.
I ain't gonna do it to you tonight. So we just gonna go with one of the most.
You gonna show her? You gonna show
Oh,
her?
wow.
I ain't gonna show it tonight. We gonna go with Pharaoh the early years.
I'm patient.
you
I can
want.
wait. I can definitely wait.
Oh God, you gotta blow this up for her. I'm crying already.
Oh wow! You see what Thomas said?
What he said? I'm on
He,
the other.
said he says, "Wow, I need to give me one of those ponytails." Oh my
I say that braid is different. Girl, he went all out for this one. This is
He
one of his
did.
first. Girl, wait, you ain't seen nothing yet. But you just have to let it
So
play.
my soul Ray laughing.
We already know what's coming. Don't spoil it for Kiana, y'all.
I gotta mute. Wait, I gotta mute.
I have no idea. No idea what to expect. Like,
let me know if y'all can hear this when I mute.
No. Okay, I can hear it now.
I can hear it.
Oh my God, he's so arrogant.
Kiana, baby. Hold on, Angie. Hold on. You can't do that. You can't do that, my sister. Kiana, baby, are you
Oh
there?
my God. Yes, I'm here. I died and came back.
Oh, you ain't died yet.
Oh my
Wait.
God. Okay, so I have seen him before. I just didn't know that was the same person on the screen. Yeah, I was I don't have nothing to say. I have no words.
Oh my God.
You've never heard his music before?
Oh no.
No, I just seen him, I think, on Dr. Inky channel. That was it.
Okay, but wait, Angie. Wait.
Okay. I'm muting. I'm
On
going
the
back on
line.
mute.
You've been told. Baby, let
Girl,
him
no, you let him free. You can do so
What
much better.
he did back then was great. You just don't know.
He just can't sing, that's all.
He's a lyrical genius, but he can't carry a tune in a bucket.
What's up with the outfit? Like, really?
Hold on, but you gotta
He was
hear
being
it.
a pharaoh.
He's serious.
Girl, his whole titty is out.
Hey, you can't laugh at Sasha.
No, ma'am.
Cereal.
I mean, I don't get it, but okay.
Yes, in those songs, in them videos, he is not play.
So how long have you had this crush?
I don't know.
Long time.
I mean, like, I feel like I'm over the crush now, but I mean,
no, Angie, I'm sorry to tell you.
I'm a whole married woman. I'm just saying, like,
hey,
when
you
I
can
first
be a married woman to have a crush, it don't mean
Okay, this is the deal breaker. Have you dreamed about him? Have you? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Oh my. Okay.
That was a long time ago. That was in my past.
Right.
We gonna let Shaka serenade Kiana, and then
no. We gonna let her have all that. She can have all of that. Okay.
And
then, I
just
just look past. I just look
we
past
have
this
to
part.
listen to his
That's
interview.
the physical. Okay.
I look past the singing.
We have to listen to his interview with Dizzy because
all right, I'm here for it.
Hold on. Ready. Put yourselves on mute, because here we go again.
And so without further ado, Brother Shaka Moles, accompanied by Brother Joss Sticks. Head tap.
12.
All the lies you've been told, baby, let me set you straight. What we did back then was great, you just don't know. Let me show you the past so your future can look bright. Help you walk into the light, help you see yourself. I've heard them say that we wasn't even there. Baby, let me make it clear, we were the ones. If you pay attention to what I'm about to show, there's no doubt that you will know we were the ones. And I'ma show you who Nefertari was. Said she was black because that's the way that Ryan made her and show you Egypt was a black land, King Tut was a black man. Cause that's the way that right down and now, whence we came from the southern land so hot. No, they think that we forgot. Remember the time from the Horn and the West. These black people made their way. See them coming forth by day. And here we are, as above, so below. This is how they built in stone. We have never been alone. This is the truth. If you can't see yourself, then it's true you've been misled. Got some lies all in your head. Let me help you out, and I'ma show you who Nefertari was. Said she was black because that's the way that Ryan made her and show you Egypt was a black land, King Tut was a black man. Cause that's the way that Ryan made him and show you our history. It ain't no mystery. Just listen and you'll understand and show you what they cannot hide, what they can't deny. That Egypt was a black land. Lately I've been thinking of days gone by and all the things that we've forgotten. Voices from the distant past make themselves heard.
I'm going to stop torturing y'all new people. It's an acquired taste.
I mean, I was feeling it, you
I
know.
told you he
I
got
was
limbs
actually
for
kind of
days.
feeling it.
He just can't carry a tune in a
That's
damn
what I'm
bucket.
saying.
If
He's
Like
fully
somebody else
he's
committed
sung
to
that
his
song,
music.
it
right,
would
and
be
I was
a
looking at
banger.
him. He's not that bad looking at all. It looks like he
It's a
maybe has
bop.
some really nice eyes,
Yeah,
but the
it's a bop.
ponytail
They
still
just
has
need
to go.
somebody else to sing it. But
Yeah, I can't do
hold on. There's an interview that you have to see. I'm gonna start the interview and
Oh
I'm gonna
my
put myself
gosh.
on mute. How the
it.
hell
Okay, let me
somebody
go.
got
Who
up here?
pulled up?
Oh, Tarnoonan.
Oh,
Tarnoonan, how you did that? I'm gonna start the interview and I'm gonna put myself
I
on
knew.
mute. How the hell somebody got up here? Mute your mic. Mute your YouTube.
You went
Tarnoonan.
now into another Dizzy Cochran.
Oh wait, I started the
hangout
interview already.
shit.
Hold
Excuse
on.
me.
You good, Tarnoonan?
Yeah, I'm good. I had to cut down the other one. My bad.
Yeah, no problem. True peace, true
True
peace.
peace, Chad. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, Shadow King, what's up?
Peace, Tarnu.
Peace,
we go
peace.
we gonna watch at least part of this interview. But for the new people, we gonna tell it. It's a parody. And this is Shaka Amos with Dizzy Cochran. So I'm gonna put myself on mute and I'm gonna play this. And he needs auto tunnel. Cool cat. I'm gonna put this on mute and I'm gonna go ahead and play this fire interview.
A donation set up, to my hangout and shit. I'm at everybody, I just let them in over here. I'm gonna hit this button. Tonight we are doing a live interview, What I'm gonna do is allow you brothers, the brother reached out and thank you. To everyone that's on Brother Dizzy platform and his chat. Thank you for having me. On Dizzy, the brother reached out, and I want to what I want to do is actually start mixing it up and mingling, with other platforms. So that it brought me over here and. That's what's it. But HOK, I'm still HOK, I'm still HOK. So Sarnetta, that's my brother. I fuck with Sarnetta. So okay. Oh, thank you, Shaka. But what I'm gonna do right now, it's a first on this show. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the mic over to you now. I want you to know about this mic that I'm turning over to you, Brother Shaka. This is a groundbreaking mic. Everything that go on Dizzy platform is top.
How is he back? You know what? I'm just gonna scroll down and pretend like I didn't see that, and we gonna continue on with this interview.
Notch, motherfuckers gonna hate you. Motherfuckers hating me, Nasi Yassafel and other people that nobody know about, I still talk about, So, Michael Edwards and shit, he trying to suck on side of the pole and shit, Get off the man pole, man. Let me get a chance on the pole, So Dizzy got beef, all around these streets. But I am YouTube. So without further ado, I'm going back away and shit, and I'm gonna allow Brother Shaka, I'm gonna allow you to speak and let the people know and shit, that your brother ain't always on some shit, I could be peaceful about mine. I'm a warrior about mine, but I'm peaceful about mine too. So, without further, ado, Brother Shaka Amos. Peace, brother, peace. Yeah. Once again, thank you, Dizzy Cochran, for allowing me on your platform. There's so much that I want to talk to the people about,
there's things going on with me, that I'm trying to put my own YouTube channel. I'm branching out from the HOK to a degree. Things that I'm trying to do right now. Again, lost this YouTube page, but I also have a new album coming out. This album, I'm telling y'all right now, you're gonna want to grab this. This album is something that you're gonna want this album that I'm gonna put out. I'm telling you, this. If I had the backing of one of these Chris Browns or celebrities, I'm telling you right now, this record would go through the roof. But and I'm being modest right here. I'm being modest. So thank you for the love, people. Thank you for the love, people. But right now, I'm gonna get into some. You know me. Y'all know me. I'm gonna get into some Egyptian talk. But right now, I want to talk about my album. The ladies, the ladies love Shaka. I wish I loved them back. But anyway, the new album, this album is near and dear to me. I've been working on it for a few years. You guys heard my other projects, but this one right here is the one that I want to push. And the name of the album is called Shaka Amos, As Fabulous as Ever. Okay, that's the name of the album. Shaka Amos, As Fabulous as Ever. But the lead song on the album is one that's near and dear to me. And the title of that song is Shaka Has a Secret He Won't Tell. Now, right now, you gonna hear a whole lot of people when they hear that, okay, first Brother Shaka Amos got an album. He got an album coming out. And the name of the album, of course, is Shaka Amos, As Fabulous as Ever. You're gonna have the Hebrew war camps and all of them over there, talking about, I don't give a fuck about that, the motherfucker wanna come to my face. You come to my face and call me a faggot. You come to my face and do that. That's right. That's what I tell you, motherfuckers. But I don't really want to take it there. I don't want to take it there. I don't want to conjure up that energy. But yeah, you're gonna have people naysayers, people saying things, especially when the number one track off the album is "I Have a Secret I Won't Tell." I do have a secret I won't tell. I'm going to go into a little bit of each song, just to let you know, on the album, some of the classics that you've already heard will be on the album. A couple of them, I've taken the beats out and I've actually gone a cappella on them, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. So, that's just a little snippet right there, I'm gonna change it up, mix it up a little bit, It's Michael Jackson singing, Coach, bruh.
Oh, we was just having a little interlude, so I knew that.
Did I hear him correctly? Did he say he wanted his turn on Sai's pole?
I heard the same thing, and I was like, I know I didn't hear that. I was my turn. I'm like, you want your turn?
Look, it's a whole channel that ended up being made behind people sitting up here fucking with us. And Dizzy Cochran is the pseudonym for another YouTuber because he did it first. He always did it first. And then because he can do such a good impersonation, he decided that Dizzy Cochran needed to do an interview with Shaka Amos. But I think this was around the time that Shaka Amos left the HOK. He flipped his ponytail across his shoulder and picked up his bag and moved down to Florida. But it's a couple of them on there, but this is the best one. Like we die every time we hear this mess. When you hear him say, the ladies love Shaka. I only wish I loved them back. We was in the chat. We was in the chat talking about Shaka, we love you. Cause he was trying to fuck him up the whole time. He kept a straight face for 20 minutes and did this shit. Hey, cool cat. That's better than show you being stuck in your head. Trust me, from somebody who knows. I don't care how many faces you make back there, verse. I'm not letting you on. You told the girls over at Uda Channel, you asked them, was they nipples hard? You ain't coming over here with that BS.
Are you
What's up, Cardinal?
serious?
Yes.
Oh my
What's
God.
up, Cardinal? We just got all kind of, it's a fruit and nut variety pack. It ain't just one kind, like you can get the orange basket, or if you're from one of them apple states, you can get some apple bag with some apple butter and some apple jelly and shit. No, we got the variety pack. Ugh. Then we have enough to do with the New Wapians that keep floating around talking about people running from them, but in all actuality, they deleting their comments. Don't show up for don't show up for debates and stuff.
I was about to say something. Never mind. That wasn't nice.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
I said it was Dizzy Cochran. Not once did I mention that person that you speak of name, language learner. But I'm gonna tell you a little secret. You right. You right.
Oh, so that was Israel Doctrine interviewing
Dizzy Cochran. Say it right, Tar Noonan. Dizzy Cochran. No, that's actually Shane TV doing both of them. It's an impersonation.
Oh, okay.
The whole channel is a parody.
So I'm saying, so the one that was Shaka, he sampled Shaka voice, but he was playing.
He did that straight off the muscle on live. He can sound exactly like Shaka.
Oh, okay, so he was doing
like a couple of these dudes, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
The first one was he did Dizzy and Shaka. That was just him. He came on live and we was in the chat dying laughing. Oh my gosh, when was that done? That was done in like 2019, I think. 2018.
Shaka did a couple of songs. It was one that I can't find it. It was a dope one. But my old computer going. But he did a song where he was kind of rapping like Tupac, but it was dope. The beat and everything was nice.
When you have to, when you go on there, you have to turn it from oldest to newest instead of newest to old. And
let me see if I can find that song because I had downloaded it.
Up, he could find it.
LeVon says no. No.
Yeah, he do. For real though. He got a couple of songs.
We found it the other day. Hold on. All you gotta do is type in Shaka Amos Tupac rap.
Okay, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, that's how you found it the other day.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's still up because
it's still up because we listened to it the other day.
LeVon is not having this.
Hold on, which song? What was the name of it?
It's called Shaka Amos's video.
Oh, whose live you staying off of?
Huh?
Not this one. No, not that one. He got another one where he sound like Pop, but the beat is more smooth. It's kind of fast, but it's smoother. This one ain't it.
Yeah, we heard it. I know which one you're talking about. I just gotta find it again.
Yeah, let me know what that's at.
This one, inspired by Tupac. It's a whole damn album. Here, I'll send it to you in Messenger. It's somewhere on that, but that's 50 minutes.
Hold on. I'm on his channel, but you said just go on his channel or
this one is on his channel that's the wrong one. Yeah, this one is under his channel. The thing's called Chakra IB2, inspired by Tupac. The true story behind the music in the man, part 1.
Hold on.
But I can send you the link in the chat.
But you said it's a bunch of songs all on one?
No, it's like a documentary, but the song you want is like on the front. It's like in the beginning of the video.
And they all run together. I don't want to download a whole bunch of stuff and then I can't. I want the song. Hold on, let me see. But you saying that song is on there?
Yeah, it's on there. It's like one of the first things you hear. Cause okay, I'll show it to you. Because when I clicked on it, it's only at 37 seconds. But we listened to it. But I didn't listen for long because you don't really listen.
Yeah,
that ain't it. That ain't the one. It's way better sounding than that. It's like a I think he's talking to a female on it. But
but see, he got like a little intermission between each one.
Nope, that ain't it either.
And then he talks about the music. We found it the other night though. How did I find it?
Morning Star was a good one too. Let me see.
When it comes to doing business online with Square, a website is just the
That was that Morning Star, and there was another one that was really good.
Cool Cat is funny.
No, I just ran across Shade TV. The title of it is "Shocker Niggas Get Called Gay Every Day." B, you be all right. You tough, right?
That ain't even right. Oh my God, I shouldn't be laughing.
Nobody affiliated with the HOK get a pass. Is it the Ballad of Asar and Aset?
I don't know. I have to hear the beat.
Why the two songs are
It ain't the universe and you.
Listen.
It ain't that one either.
Okay.
Trust
Found
you.
it the other night though.
It was real. I'm telling you, it's dope. If it's the same one, you're gonna like, okay, yeah, this one is dope. The music was done. Whoever did it,
It was like this alright for Shaka, but it's still Shaka, but it's alright for Shaka. You know my policy. He can't carry it.
Yeah, he can't harmonize. I don't know why he think he can do that.
Is it Bless the Streets? Maybe.
I don't know. I gotta hear it. Cause this is like 7 years ago. So nope, it ain't that one either.
Well, at least we ain't gotta listen to but 5 seconds.
I know when I hear it. I just don't remember the name of it. Looking over your lives.
Lord, I done found one of Haven Bullets channels fucking around looking for Shaka Tupac song.
Where the hell is Haven Bullets at? On
Twitter. Last I seen.
So he done gave up going out the
card and got Twitter fingers. He's still on YouTube, but they forever snatching Haven little channels down. Poor little Papito.
It ain't that one. Damn. I used to have that song too, man. I changed so many computers since then. That's why I was gone. Let me see.
I'm back, guys. I had spilled weed everywhere. So
oh man. I'm so sorry about that.
No, it wasn't a lot. It was just like, I can't do crumbs in the bed. So I had to take care of that.
We're sitting up there actually looking.
What are you guys looking for?
They're looking for a song.
Yeah, he got a song that Shaka did. It was dope. I tried to find it a couple of weeks ago, but I couldn't find it. Right, it's a real dope song. I'm telling you, it's really dope.
It's like one of the best things Shaka done ever did. I mean, I know what you're saying, but the Shaka, that's extraordinary.
Right, from what I heard so far.
It's like a love song.
This is one of his better songs.
Okay. It is.
And so what does he do now? He just
Shaka almost is down there in Florida being just as fabulous as ever with his wife, living his best life.
Oh
Other than
wow.
that, I couldn't tell you. They said he had ran away to Ghana with an underage girl, but he been in Florida this whole time.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
He cut his
No, he didn't. It's still on there. Shaka Live right now with that luxurious ponytail.
Yeah, we just saw that.
A few minutes ago.
Yeah, because I don't know. I've seen a picture of it with Golem. I
his
seen
hair?
another old picture up close. It looked
old
like it was. It looked
That's
like
an
it was.
old behind picture, Tarnoonie. Sarnetta done flipped his whole videos upside down and is repurposing them motherfuckers. Better than he cannot harmonize, and they get up there and say age ain't nothing but a, which is true, Shadow King, which is so true.
I guess that song ain't on his channel.
It probably ain't, but somebody got it because I know he had it the other day. I just don't know well.
Because he had a video for it. You see, featuring Tessa, the complete music success.
Oh, so they didn't even do Black's interview tonight. They pushed that back to Thursday and then.
Oh man,
you said they didn't do whose interview?
They didn't do Black's interview. They did Joseph Israel's interview and pushed Black's back to Thursday.
Oh wow. Okay.
See, that's why I ain't joining the argument league.
You do.
Huh?
I said you do. They should have more women.
Why the hell I'm gonna set myself up for torture?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't do it either, but it's interesting to watch, definitely.
Shadow King said that dude on the roller Shadow King, I give Shaka his props. He's a great lyricist, but he needs to find somebody else to sing them damn songs.
He should just maybe ghostwrite.
Exactly. He'd have been all up and through the industry where he wanted to be, except for he just wouldn't have been on the stage. And see, he wanted to be on the stage.
He wanted to be the star.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to learn how to be a pimp. Everybody can't be Gladys Knight.
Yeah, what you call it? He found out the hallway the guy that was writing for Drake, and he got Meek Mill's kind of put him out there, and he just ain't he ain't been right ever since.
She who Shadow King. Who can't leave Shaka alone?
Wow.
The difference between Shaka and the rest of the movies is he believes what he's selling. And he's selling nothing but albums and t-shirts and some classes. That's it. And ain't nobody never complained about not getting their music or not getting their shirts and stuff from Shaka. So he ain't scam likely. He just alternative as hell.
That is a great word for him. Absolutely. But I could kind of see what you saw in him a little bit in the Quay.
He ain't an ugly dude, but the ponytail just throw it all off, and then he got the lisp and shit, and then
I think it's kind of cute, just a little bit, the little lisp.
You was gonna wear the "She's Your Queen" outfit. I think I got that queued up from earlier. Hold on.
We like what we like, right?
Yeah, I want to play G's up, hoes down. No, I'm good on that shit. Girl, don't pay him no attention.
Oh, we taking requests now.
We getting into some knowledge, or this is just y'all all over the place.
Yeah, we do. I don't know. I don't think it's a plan.
We just here.
Look, after the night we done had with Verse while he's sitting over here in the back chat picking his nose. We
Wait,
just
what?
Bumpy. Yeah, girl, he up here digging all in his nose and stuff.
Oh wow. Okay, who you talking about now? You're not talking about you, Burst, right?
Yes, Purse is in the back chat. He been there for about 15 minutes. Still
he's
picking
here?
out in front of his head. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out why, because I deleted Tarnoon. And where did you get the link from?
It's pinned to the chat.
Yeah.
I took it off.
No, you didn't. I'm looking at it.
That's how I got
See,
in.
you messing
That's
up.
how he got on here. That's how I got on here.
But you got up here before I did that.
Hold on, let me
because I heard somebody say how he get in here, so I knew you were talking about me. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because I retracted the message out of chat.
No, you ended up putting it on for me to come on and forgot to take it back off.
Wait, did he really just hold his shirt open like that?
Who?
Shaka.
Girl, ain't nobody seeing that.
No, I'm trying to help find the video, and I'm like skipping through, and he like sat back in his chair with his like holding his shirt open.
But Shadow King, you know I ain't never been a part of the conscious community, sweetheart. Ain't nobody trying to join.
He enjoying Florida. I ain't even mad at him. Go ahead.
You happy, hey. Everybody's happy. And so that's you, Levon, on the panel? Oh, hell no.
The healthier female.
Oh, I thought I was.
The healthier we will be. The healthier males are in our community, the healthier.
What is that?
Let me mute.
Oh, okay, that's you. I thought I was bugging again.
That was me a little bit. I'm just looking at Shaka Live, seeing what they're talking about.
Okay.
The late night hangout.
Angie, what are you doing tomorrow?
I gotta work.
Okay, then never mind. I think I got enough PTO to take off tomorrow.
I'm not even gonna break that down. I think I got so I'm gonna go into the total narcissistic.
He is really enjoying Florida. I am not mad at him.
Shaka been living his best life since he moved down there, girl.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Florida is just different. Like
big poppy, all that. No, that ain't that. That's that getting away from that presence.
I mean that too, but Florida is just a different state.
You
know?
talking about Shaka Shadow King? Okay, see, we got Yodas in our chat.
I haven't taken any days off because I'm trying to build up some vacation time to go to Africa in December.
Go ahead. It's expensive in December though, isn't it?
I'm not paying for it, but
well, go ahead. Go ahead and go.
You gotta get the shot to go over there.
Oh no! I definitely will not be doing that. Okay, and no, I have I know someone that frequently travels back and forth, and they don't make them do that. So, but we do just have to have a negative COVID test leaving and coming back.
Now, Shadow King, you love doing that. You know exactly what I meant. I know you don't care. But that's who you was referencing. Are you a former Nuwapian by chance, Shadow King? No judgment or nothing. I'm just curious.
Let me go back and read the comments.
The other school of thought. Girl, it's like
wait, Tarnu, is it called Bless the Streets?
Where is Crystal?
What's the name of it again?
Bless the Streets.
I don't know. Hold on, let me type.
Kind of bop a little bit. I'm listening to it now.
Alternative, yeah, which is
it's called Blessed.
Bless the Streets.
Girl, after you, Nina, I can translate almost any of this stuff.
Hold on, I'll drop the link. Hold on, sorry.
Tell y'all this.
And it's Bless the Street / the early years. That's the one you listening to.
Yeah, volume 7.
Let me see.
Yeah, the front part of your head missing, dude. You ain't gotta keep showing it.
No, that ain't it.
Shadow King.
Oh, okay.
Noonan looking for a specific song, sweetie. We ain't trying to listen
This
to
is kind of a bop, though. I ain't even hear this one.
Lord Jesus.
I wish I could still find it.
I was kind of feeling it too.
Yeah.
If y'all find, if you hear the one I'm talking about, you're gonna say, yeah, this is his top one, and then the Morning Star is good too. That's my second favorite.
Okay, I might have to check them out.
Okay, Shadow King, give us.
Yeah, this one right here. This Blessed Streets.
Yeah,
is
go and play that one. Go and play that one.
This is a bop. What?
I got you, Shadow King. You know I got you.
Let me see. He got all the songs listed.
Oh, you know all those though. You ain't never heard me play none of those over here, Shadow King. We know what's going on.
Okay, he got a link of a bunch of them at the bottom of the video. Let me see.
The whole look, it says the collector's edition, volume 1, 2, and 3. So
Okay.
it's songs to
One
look
video you can't see.
Just go ahead and do that when you get off of here. Because we done heard enough for the night, man.
Some of these videos
no,
is
I didn't want to
unavailable.
go to Sonetta Studios. No, get off, click away.
Sorry. He's feeling his in-shape self. It's not that cool, cat. It's the fact that out of all these motherfuckers around here wearing costumes, Shaka the only one serious about his shit.
Yeah, like it wasn't.
I think Angie senses his confidence. She the one got a crush on Shaka. I ain't never
it wasn't
had no
his
crush on
like.
Shaka.
Yeah, I don't really discriminate on body type.
You just can't carry a chick in a bucket.
And I think we talked about that the other night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't discriminate.
He keeps picking out this bald patch in the front of his head. I don't understand. Verse, go to bed. Go to bed. Somebody else pop up here so I don't have to see his silly butt.
You're gonna have to put a
another sticky
post-it
over his
note.
ass.
Yeah.
This is sad. Girl, he's sitting up here picking
I
at
think
this.
he just took the video and probably put it on private because I was clicking on all of the videos underneath.
I remember us listening to that song the other day.
Under the bless the streets, he had a whole list of links.
Sticky note disappeared. No.
I clicked the first one and it took me right to Sonetta Studios. I had to.
But I'm not talking about the conscious community either. I said we've already been through that. You knew over here, sweetie. We done went through all of that, but we don't go through all of that every day because that way lies burnout. Look, this dude been in the back chat of my panel for the past 4 hours. Sitting up here making faces and shit and licking fruit and stuff.
Y'all haven't heard the Morning Star, right?
I don't think so.
Hold on, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
I understand you, Shadow King.
This one right here, this is my second favorite one he made. The Morning Star. That one's still out. I just put it in the chat. It should have came up.
Okay, let me hip you to something, Shadow King. Don't come over telling me what I ain't hip to, because you don't know. Because you don't know me that well. If I can understand you and everybody else dismisses you, why would you think I don't know what you're talking about? Cool. I'm out of got no list. God is fair.
telling somebody something, he gonna tell you, he gonna show you. Sorry.
All the lies you've been told, baby, let me set you straight.
Yeah,
What
but
you
I
think
mean,
you
to
know.
clarify for the chat, like I don't. Well, when I used to date, I never body discriminated. Like I'm a big person on character. That's like if you have like a really good head on your shoulders and um, you know, you stay consistent
Oh,
about the
yeah.
things that you believe in.
Verse, why are you talking to yourself? Hold on. Verse, if I let you up, are you gonna act right? Huh? You already know the drill. Nod your head or whatever if you gonna act right. Now you trying to hide it. Everybody that's seen it now, Verse. You gonna act right? Mute the video. Mute it.
Who's Verse?
You go see it a second time noon and hold on.
My name is El Burst. I mean, my man, I heard you speaking the other night. You was dropping some real info. I appreciate that info.
Oh, okay. What on this show or another one?
You was on man, honestly, man, I don't know exactly who was it. You probably was on Community.
Oh yeah. That's like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, when you
Truth Shadow.
I can't remember exactly, but shit, I need when I could. Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but shit, you talking.
Verse, slow down, take a deep breath and count to 10 and then talk. Okay? Deep breath, count to 10 while you letting it out, and then talk. Okay? Cut whatever that is. Oh, that's cute.
What happened? He counting?
I guess he drinking now. What's up, Verse? Now start over.
Now I was just running with my man's here. Well, I was just running with this G hill. You feel me?
Yeah, but you're going
You know
a
what
little
I'm
bit
saying?
too fast. Slow
Yes,
down.
info ain't here.
Talk at a conversational level. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, my you know.
I ain't saying what you're saying is wrong, but you're going a little bit fast and you bouncing around, so it don't really make a lot of sense. The first part did, but then you just zoom. Think
The
about
last
what
thing I listened
and
was
then say
on I mean Dr. Aline my bae with Panic. It was a year ago though. Like I heard my man here talk. I heard my dudes here talk. I heard you know what I'm saying. I heard shit G here talking. Man, he was saying some shit. He was coming. He had to fucking shit with it. But you know,
think about what you want to say and then say it. Just slow down. What you eating now?
damn. I told you to fucking cut that shit.
Lord Jesus. Did you have anything else you wanted to say to Tar Noonan?
So who?
Tar Noonan, the man's on the panel that you was just saying you like this work and he had some information that you didn't have.
No, just keep me back for a little minute. Don't kick me off. Just keep me back here.
Yeah, that's why I came up. I'm trying to keep it going. You know, I've been over there. You know, I've been over there with
Yeah.
I've been over there with
focus
with Remiel for like 2 nights back to back. We supposed to do something tonight, but he had an emergency with his son. He was telling me.
Chuck told something happened. I don't know what. Chuck told me he gonna be at work at 10:45.
He gonna come on tonight?
Well, he said he'll come on when he go to work, but he said he gonna be at work at 10:45. But I don't know if he means Hawaii time, and I forgot to ask him.
Yeah, I think he in Hawaii. I think he's like 3-4 hours ahead of us.
Like 10.
Let me see. What time is it in Hawaii?
It's 8:22. So yeah, we got 2 hours.
What time?
So as long
Yeah, he hit me up a little while ago. He talking about he want to do another show. So
yeah, that's why I had went live, but he said if I was still live when he got to work, he'd come on because he had something to do before that. But he want to go into the York stuff a little bit more to Habiba Washington.
Mm-hmm.
He said he want to discuss Habiba Washington in that video and what resulted from it in her position today in 2021.
I got stuff on
First, what state you from?
Who, me?
Nah, Verse.
The pussy state.
You know what? Back to the back you go.
Have mercy.
He can't act right for more than 3 or 4 minutes. She asked you a simple question and you had to say that.
So I know I like your hat. That's very original. I don't know if it has any
Significant.
meaning.
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna put my website in the group in the chat right here, and you can get some books and stuff because I write books and stuff too on this particular website.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
and it breaks down all that stuff. Yeah, I'll be so glad when we start really getting more into intelligence because that's what's wrong with our people right now. They done tried everything except one thing you can't manufacture is reasonability. You have to be born with that. And
what's that article you dropped in the back, Tarnuna?
That's the website that's the link to the website where I write books and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, the Fine Nine News. Yeah, I remember when we went through it the other night. Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah.
But specifically in your hat, could you give us like a brief synopsis of?
Where it represent in the science noon it represent Nupu, which is the primary creator male and female energies that grew the universe in their original form through the suns, and then the colors, the blue represent the skies, the green represent the planet, the red represent the suns, and the black represent space. And what people don't know is that a lot of this information, the Greeks and stuff stole it. They just took it like it was. We call it noon. Ancient Kemet, they call it nu or nun. And when the Greeks got information through the Phoenicians who supplanted our people, the kinky haired Ethiopian race, after the 6th dynasty, we had a lot of invaders, and they got the information and they called it Nous or NWS. So I got a lot of information explaining that. So for people who trying to learn, they have to go into looking into the books, looking up like George G. James' Stolen Legacy about Nous, Nous. The Greek philosophers took that and they put that in the Bible. When you see the word mind in Greek in the New Testament, the word nous is there, and that's the spirit of God and the mind of God is two different things. So it's a lot, and I don't matter how many ways I try to compact it and make it come out simple. It never it's never that simple because it's about really reading, like deep reading and research, and that's what I'm trying to do now over there with my boy Remy Ahmad. Is I'm taking a lot of information since this whole thing with platinum started. I see everybody starting to do this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours worth of lives. So what me and Remy are gonna do, and sometimes whenever Triple C is with it, is I'll dump a lot of my old videos and talk and teach to them as I go. Because I had a big channel for years, but they took it down because.
If you want me to mirror anything off my channel, just send it to me. You can put it on like the Google Drive and send me the link, and then I can just upload them that way.
What I do is I've been putting videos and unlisting them and just sending the link to Remiel, and then he just play it over there.
Okay, I'm saying if you want me to upload them, because I got another channel, and I just
What's
start.
the name of the channel? I'm sorry.
Okay,
Which,
I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna put it in the thing because it's 3 of them I be on. Hold on.
You just copy that and paste it in the search. It'll pop them up. Queen Poo, Tarbuna, and Tarkinu.
Those are the
Yeah,
3
language.
YouTube.
Hey, Tarnoonan, Language Star said that York steals some of the information you use.
Exactly. All of the information. Afro Unu was writing under the Egyptian name Amenui Rakapatar back in 67 and 68, 1970 and 71, and then he switched names to Afro Unu in 1973, and he wrote under that name all the way up to the 90s, and then his last book was in 2007, and his wife put that one out because he couldn't write anymore. He had called Parkinson's, so he couldn't write, and he passed in 2011. York started claiming the name Amenubi Rakbatar in the 1990s, and he started plagiarizing from the Bible interpretation and the non-ball counts that he wrote in the 60s and the 70s.
You know who Shadow King?
Huh?
Are you talking about, hold on, what's the name of that Afro Uno? Are you talking about Afro Uno, Shadow King? I listen to you, so you can't say don't nobody listen to you. But it's just right now we have a if you know something, you can come and send it to me in the back chat if you don't feel, not the back chat, but my email if you don't feel comfortable saying it online.
And they still doing it to this day. This is why I'm hated so much. I was telling Uda, I was telling Uda and them that one of your followers wrote a 500-page book this thick. I got the book in the back. He got half of me and my family in the book.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's just some of the things that we have to do. You know, I'm glad that these YouTubers coming up, and we binding together now. Because me and Chuck, we so sick of this crap.
Yeah,
I have
Shadow,
a question
you
for
trying
you.
to tell me in your slick sly way that you a part of the order? You a part of the order of Melchizedek? You already know how I am. Yes or no question will suffice. Language learner, you can't come out and tell them like that. Now we gonna go in circles for hours versus many root words. Go ahead, Angie.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the name, but a few times I was reading some documents for a paper that I was writing. Well, I was helping someone write a paper. And there was like this old, like primordial deity called Kek, Kek. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah. You're talking about, these are the original. Where you had, well, in Heliopolis they were called the Ennead, the 9 gods, and then in Hermopolis, which is the moon cult, when the moon dynasty started taking over.
First, you don't stop. I'm gonna record you.
They called them the Ogdoad, which is like supposed to be like 4 sets of 8 frogs, and that's not really true. Really, those Ket, Noonet. I'm gonna get the. Hold on. I'm gonna get the names real quick. Hold on. The Ogdoad.
You're gonna stop. You already know.
And the names of those, I'm gonna give them to you right now. Is Noonet, He, Ket, Amun, and Amunet. And
Right. Yeah.
so those actually, when you have to add the sun in there, the sun is Ra, and then the order of the planets, those are the original 8 pairs. Pluto doesn't count. Pluto's not a planet, so it's really Re, which is the sun, and the 8 planets are his wives, and the satellites are their offspring together. And so they just changed it up when they got to Hermopolis, but it's the planet, the sun, and the 8 planets. Those are the original gods. And
hold on one second, Car Noonan.
Mm-hmm.
You saying that none of that information helps us right now, Shadow King, but the Nuwapian cult is still freaking active. If we don't know how they move, how are we supposed to stop them while you talking about the order of Melchizedek that cannot be stopped? If everybody feels like you and don't do shit because they feel like it can't be stopped, it won't be stopped.
I mean, the order of Melchizedek was just your plagiarizing from Hindus and other Sufis. We've been exposed that. The reason why they even have any life is because Sarnetta kept allowing them to come back on his platform, and then he didn't allow people like us to engage them and expose what we knew. And so, and he always protected them. That was the problem. Even when Chuck went on there a couple of times, he sideswiped Chuck and blocked Chuck when Chuck was going against another person. That's what Sarnetta did. When I had all of the paperwork proving that Prince York had abused his girl's son, I got the documents. He pled guilty, all of that. We got all of that. And Sarnetta still
he did end up pleading guilty.
Yeah, he still pretended like, oh, it's the white man. Him and Brother Reggie don't want to play these games like, you know, oh, the paperwork we had was the white man. But now, years later, when you want to get at Solar Mine and Uncle Suge them, y'all want to pull out the paperwork from the white man. But when we was doing it and trying to give it to you, you didn't want to hear it.
If you got something to say, get your ass up there like everybody else. I'm not tired tonight, okay?
So yeah, it's a lot going on. But go ahead, Sid, what you was trying to say as far as with the anything else you had a question about with those particular 8 gods?
No, because from my understanding, like my reading, and this is a long time ago. I remember reading that Kek was like almost like the chaos god. Like where like darkness, like all of like the primordial god, if I'm seeing that right.
Yeah, they all came out of they didn't come out the primordial per se. The sun, all of the suns. See, that's the thing. Because I wrote a book called Ray, Our Sun as Creator.
Bro, quit taking all that shit.
And
I don't know what the fuck, but you done showed like 5 different bottles of stuff. Quit taking all that shit, verse, and take your ass to bed.
Hold on. And they in there, what the ancients did was they took plural situations, which you're talking about the origin of universes, and then they made it into one. So when they tell you the story that Ra came out of the primordial, really all of the suns came out of the primordial at different parts in multiple universes, infinite. But it was a state of transitions that happened. It wasn't like boom, the lights came on with the stars. They went through a transition from a watery state, and then it's a if you get the books that I told you that's on the site, it goes into that step by step. But the sun comes out in the location that you see the sun in this location now, and once the sun ignites itself out there, grows itself into a giant ball, and then it gets hit with lightning from an alpha star that basically cuts all the lights on, because the original alpha star is a water ball that spins, because everything spins in the universe counterclockwise, and some goes clockwise, some of the
good night, Levon.
So what they did was the alpha star spat out all of these the would-be stars in all of the locations throughout every universe there is. And then the alpha star then you had gases, what we call non-ether gases, that also spread out within the same location of these stars. Then the alpha star lit the match with the non-ether lightning. And once that happened, it started setting, each star started to come on like lights. And the gases or the material that was left around each star after the star had formed itself, then that star started rolling each planet into existence from that matter. So that was so when they said they came out of primordial, it just means that the material that came from the primordial, those gods or the planets, which are females, they were made from that primordial leftover. You see what I'm saying? They didn't come out like the suns did. The suns is the foundation of the physical universe. That's the beginning. So when you like when the Bible talk about in the beginning was the word, they just changed it. It was the suns. In the beginning were the suns, and they grew nature into what we see. And nature is all space, matter, and time. The stars did that. And so again, you're talking about thousands of years of changing things, losing their meaning and our ability to reinterpret the information because we've been away from Africa and stuff so long and we lost our reasonability. So even if you was to go back and look at the stuff our ancestors did, we can't remember, what the hell happened. And so, but that intelligent part is came back that we call Nupu. So that's why you see the symbol. And if you get into the books that explain a lot of things, a lot of stuff that we used to know. And so that mentality is back. That's what our race is lacking, knowing that living male and female pure intelligence already inside of you. We just have to know that they're there. But you have to read something. Nupu don't work in spookism. So you're not going to be sitting there chilling one day and you hear some kind of voice or some kind of communication. That information was already done through Alpha Unu's writing, put in a book, and distribute it, and all of our people do have to get a hold of it, read it, do some research, and people like myself who are putting out this information, who've been doing and studying for years, is answering all these questions about the Bible and Jesus and all these other things, because that's why people are stuck at too. They want to be able to say, okay, I know religion is off in some degree, but they don't know how to put things in its chronological order, or they feel like they need the book. But how, like what Sarnetta and Dr. Yokman was doing, it was just attacking the book, but they're not answering the questions properly. Like Sarnetta will be like, yeah, this verse say this, and you got a bunch of that going on. The only thing it does is it makes the reader take notice. Okay, something, right? But
Shadow King,
it doesn't answer the question.
Hold on one second, Tar Noonan. Shadow King, since you are so enlightened and you know so much, the first question is, why are you still here on this earthly plane? The second thing I have to say, it isn't a question, it's a statement. I already asked you politely. Now you can either climb your ass up in this chat and the link is there invisible, or you can hush for the night, because you can't tell me what I need to discuss and what I don't need to discuss if you're not adding anything to the discussion but what I do and do not need to do. Now, usually I just let you roll, but tonight everybody seems to be a little bit too damn aggressive for their own fucking good. So somebody please put him in timeout. You got 300 seconds to think about what you just did. And if you come back with the same goddamn attitude, you going out the window. Because I'm fed up. Just because I'm female doesn't mean you don't have to fucking listen to me. Especially on my own channel. Thank you. I'm sorry, Tar Noonan, for interrupting.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, because I wasn't looking in the chat. People like that also have mental problems because of religion. Religion is filled with spells and curses. What people don't understand is the Bible, just like any other religious book, are books that were written with incantations. The Bible itself, especially the New Testament, was basically a copy of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And what that means, what that means is, if you know what the Book of the Dead is, the Book of the Dead is a book of spells. It's not a book that you read in stories. It has somebody telling a story and it's glorifying Osiris and Ra and all these gods, and then it goes into spells. They took the Bible, like Cain and Abel is nothing but the story of Osiris and Set. Jacob and Esau, Osiris and Set. Solomon and Adonijah, Jacob and Set. You understand? all
right,
of
I
those.
get that. I just have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this sort of like the Black Root Science?
Is it? No, I
Okay.
read that too, but that stuff is more fantasy than anything. That information cannot be verified. And I forgot the guy who wrote that because I dealt with that years ago, and it got all these numbers in it, and this universe come from that. And
So
that's
basically, you're telling us to kill ourselves. Boy, if you don't, window, just straight window. I cannot. I'm fed up with y'all
What
tonight.
happened? I didn't see it.
Look in restream chat.
Hold
Well, you
on.
ain't see it now because I already done booted him from there. And then I'm finna boot him from here too. Cause I ain't got time for the bullshit. Cause y'all been sitting up here trying to distract us while y'all little cohorts run around doing everything else. So you can tell Yoruba and the goddamn rest of them, if they want to talk to me, the link is at the top of the chat.
Wow. They do so much.
I'm tired of them. You want to sit around and buzz around comments all day and come and put esoteric bullshit in the chat, but you don't ever add nothing. Go tell your little Nuwapian friends that your mission failed. Tell Earl to bring that ass. Y'all done got Chuck pissed. Y'all done got Tarnoonan pissed. I was already pissed for another reason. Now I'm doubly pissed. Bring your ass and shut the fuck up. I'm going to put all y'all names in the title and run that shit for 24 hours. The biggest flop for the Nuwapian nation. Try me and see if I won't do it. Y'all should know by now I will. My bad, Tarnoonan.
all right. So, all right, what was I at again? I kind of threw me.
The Black Root Science, and then you were speaking. Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, I think that's not the same thing. That's some guy I think from Nigeria, or he was from a tribe and he learned how to speak English and some other stuff, and then he put that whatever the tradition was, he put it in English and stuff like that. It was a long time. I mean, I read all that stuff, and none of that stuff is going to help our race. But yeah, I was talking about the Book of the Dead in the Bible, and
right. And I just want to make one more mention real quick.
Go ahead.
So I do know a guy that basically it's about the guy, the Kikuyu tribe. Have you heard of them?
I'm not
They're
familiar.
From Kenya.
Okay, go ahead.
And so he's the ambassador for Kenya, even though he's from over here in the United States. And he has a book called The Great Investigation. You can actually find it at www.thegreatinvestigation.com. I just want you to, like, whenever you get time, definitely look that up. It's a free download. You'll be able to, whenever you have time. And then when you do, I want you to come back and talk to me. Okay.
What's the name of it again? I'm gonna write it down.
Okay, it's www. I'll spell it. It's the THE
B
great
or V?
T as in Tom, H as in Holt, E as in Edward.
Wait. The first letter was what? B or T?
T as in Tom.
Okay.
H as in Henry. E as in Edward. G as in George. R as in Ralph. E as in Edward. A as in Apple. T as in Tom. Investigation.com.
Great investigation. Okay.
And I just subscribed to your channel as well. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm listening.
Okay. So yeah, I got other stuff that I'm trying to set up, but people need to understand the spirit forces, not just the history. That's behind these books. They think that man just wrote these books on his own. No, all this stuff is connected to spirit forces, the zodiac, astronomy, astrology. All these things is intertwined in our daily lives. And because of a lot of us are not aware of these and how they all interconnected, they don't get it. And you're dealing with cycles and seasons and how long a race supposed to last and rule, and the powers that gave them the ability to do whatever. That's a problem too. And so it's a lot, because a lot of people don't know how to get to that point in their life to be able to explain, these things, much less settle in and learn it and absorb it and roll it around and figure out what they need. But yeah, I got a lot of videos that I'm putting back on my channel that breaks down and stuff. I got some videos I'm supposed to be letting loose. Maybe tomorrow I may change it up a little bit, but I don't know. Like, I got stuff that was dealing with Sarnetta and them going at the Bible, talking about the God of the Bible being, I don't know if you ever seen that, but they kept picking at the Hebrews about the book of Malachi, about the God smearing doo-doo in the priest's face, and they kept bringing that up and bringing that up. I don't know if y'all ever seen that, but they was riding on that for like a week or so.
Yeah, I never saw that. But to me, and not to cut you, but it they look for stuff that triggers people and that can be salacious. So
I went into that. I took like 2 videos and broke down that whole thing and showed them that they had since he had I don't know, did he have whoever that was helping him with that, Jabari and some other people. So I went into the Kemet culture and put the mirror to their face and did a drive-by on them and said, this is how hypocritical y'all sound, because the Bible come from the Book of the Dead. So anybody that's claiming Kemet, you should slap yourself in the face for it, because it makes no sense. A lot of these things, again, they don't have people like that over there. Only thing they did, like you said, is shock value. But on the other end, it leaves the person who's looking for something, you may get them away from the Bible or the Quran or whatever, but it doesn't take them all the way where they need to be, and they still stuck. And so what they do is they end up creating a new problem for the person who may have been just holding on to that little thing, and they want the truth, and they all keep going. I'm like, why y'all go to a place that does nothing but battles and foolishness, talking about y'all looking for truth? That it don't make no sense. Who does that? But that's something that's wrong with us up here. And there's a lot of us like that. And then the people we sit at their feet to tell us stuff, them people is they somewhere else too. The same way I'm Tahaka pull some out the hat, like around the same time this happened with Polite. And he was showing how Jabari was talking all this crap about Caucasian people. And he pulled up a commercial where the people who redecorate your house went into Jabari's house with his wife, a white lady, and redecorated their whole crib. It's like, yo, it's the hypocrisy.
Well, I mean, people do that because they're in their own way trying to get on a come up. That's, to me, at the end of the day, that's what all of this is trying to get the views, trying to make the money, and trying to get the notoriety as well.
Yeah, you can't do that. The sad part is liberation is opposite, because you can't practice capitalism. That's something our people we didn't come up with capitalism. So you practicing a model that another race of people who's our natural extreme enemy practicing, and that is a dog eat dog world. So in order for capitalism to stay where it's at, you got to have a winner and a loser, a boss and a slave. So I can't say I want black people to be free and I'm practicing capitalism. It's opposite. It's not going to work. This is why all of our leaders died with nothing.
Well, I think they submitted to the idea. because I mean, it's like picking the lesser of two evils. I mean, because on one hand, um, you know, the I guess I don't want to say the stereotype, but the trend has always been that there are poor righteous teachers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That when you come into truth, that you end up dying with very little or nothing. And then there's the opposite end of that where I can present that same salacious information, but kind of devoid of giving people the ability to critically think about the information. And by doing that, that means that I can elevate myself financially. So I think that a lot of it is, I mean, it just goes back to money for me, like simply put. And people are willing to cast aside, um, I'm trying to think of the words. They're willing to cast aside the
Morals,
collateral.
integrity.
Well, not just that, but the collateral damage. Like going into what he said, like if you're going to talk about the Bible or bang on it, and then you
Mm-hmm.
lead those people away, but you don't give them any other information
Alternative,
to
right?
point them in a right direction. And that's what those sorts of channels do. They beat down on certain doctrines and rhetorics.
Mm-hmm.
However, they lack the ability to provide information where people can go elsewhere and
Right.
enrich their lives. But that is done by design, because if you do that, then that means that you're also no longer part of my, you're not a viewer, you're not interacting, you're not engaging, because you've moved past me, into other information that I haven't taught. Um, so that's where me circling back, that's where I think it falls into, folks deciding to participate in capitalism because they know, um, that there are only two sides to that coin. Um, which I think, in some instances there are always exceptions, but the majority says that either you teach the information and you don't get paid for it, or it's very minimal, or you teach information that is lacking, the ability to have the viewer or whoever's participating critically think, and learn something, um, and then you make money.
Yeah,
Um,
that with capitalism, what most people don't know, capitalism is rooted in religion. First of all, um, capitalism came from the Protestants, and the Protestants broke off from the Catholics. And if you're looking at the Protestants, they believe that when God told Adam, which they haven't proven yet, that if you work hard, you can get back into the garden or get back into paradise. And so the
mhm.
Protestants believe that. And so they took that quote and then they start instituting that into their daily lives as farmers and stuff like that. If you look up the
Yeah,
history
yeah,
of
you're right.
capitalism,
Hmm.
it'll take you back to that. So that's why people that's talk about capitalism, you hear these phrases, you got to work hard. I got to eat, I got
Yeah.
to get it, I got to get to the bag. All that stems from Protestants, and so
Hmm.
it's a religious drive, and they are part of a religion that Rome. Catholicism is a byproduct of Rome, and Rome only was able to exist because the fall of Egypt. You understand?
Hmm.
Once they infiltrated and took all of the information out of there and destroyed Africa, that's when all of the white race was able to come up. Just like the rest of
Hmm.
the people around the world now is only where they at because Africa is down. The universes have laws, and the laws of opposites and extremes of nature is always at play. When we were ruling, it was two things that was going on. One, white people did not exist. And once we started falling, it's because other dark races was taking and supplanting us. And by the time the Caucasian came on the scene, we had lost power. The last great pharaoh we ever had name was Khufu, and that was
Hmm.
5,000 years ago. Ever since that time, because Khufu was ruling Africa, Asia, and Europe. So you're talking about three continents out of seven. So imagine the further you go back, the more land we were ruling. We were ruling continents, and not that we had to take over. We was already here on the planet. What happened is, as more races start to pop up on the planet, our what's the word I'm looking for? Our reach started to shrink because we're talking about opposites of nature. So as other races start to grow, we started to shrink. This is what you see. And now other races is all over the place because Black people have been spiritually, mentally, and physically hijacked by the negative force of nature because we're supposed to fall because nothing reigns forever. It has to have a birth. You have to have a conception, a gestation, a birth, maturity, old age, then death, and then rebirth. So we at this point now we're reborn, but we're still fighting through all of these different things. So all these other races is eating off of us. But if you was to cut the ties from everything that these other people who are not from our lands and put them in the origin where they come from and look at all of the resources where they're coming from, they will lose all the power that they have. And then we'll be the sea. But it's because our teachers, a lot of our teachers didn't get a chance to, when they did their thing, the internet and stuff wasn't here. And so they stuff is like a snail's pace. To find their stuff, you got to know somebody that knows somebody or go in the library or somebody got all these type of books. That that was a slow period. Even if they put out information that was wrong, but now you can pretty much look at somebody's information and get on the computer, and if your research is good enough, you can find out what they said was true or was it true to that point, and then some more information came, and then you replace it and keep going. And so that's the problem too. We're doing a whole bunch of talking, but our minds are not unified yet. And I told people this in different chats. That's why y'all won't find me on all of these lives. I tell people all the time, until our race believe one thing together, then you move from there. All of this and all this, it don't matter what you believe. That's ridiculous. That is a problem and a fallacy. That's the same way when people say in America, they don't realize they being tricked when they say, we need to come together. It don't matter what your sexual preference is. I got a problem with that, because what if your sexual preference is little kids? You can't keep saying that. It does matter what your sexual preference is, because you got people who are born gay, just like you got people who are born that like kids. What do you do about that? You can't, you understand? And that's a blanket statement when they say that. It's like saying, say no to drugs, but then if I get a headache, I'm going to the cabinet, I'm going down to Walgreens with the Rite Aid. Those things still count as drugs. So you have to specify. You see? And that's the problem. We're blanketing things, and we don't want to put things in this order.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I don't mean to stop you. I'm just curious.
Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on like a post-death experience, meaning that there's a place that people go to, their souls go to after they die?
You either, the spirit world in Noon Silent is the atmosphere. That's the spirit world. So either you go there and wait for another body to be returned to, because life continues, just like nature. You see, well, you can see plants and all of that stuff. They grow and die. Where did the plant go when it dies? And it comes right back a few seasons later. Human beings done lost the knowledge of that, and because they replaced it with religion. I was just having this conversation the other day. How the Romans and the Greeks took the word nature out of our writings in Africa and inserted God or Theos there. And what that does is, what we looked at was nature was not just air, water, fire, and earth, but it was other energies and forces that created those things. But we knew that those forces that created the air, water, fire, and ground also had what we call gods. And these gods are spirit gods and goddesses, and they're conscious gases. These spirits aware. They can do good, they can do bad, they can do a little bit of both, or they can do good or just bad. And these forces are in the world, and they're inhabited in persons, places, and things. The same way you can look at a scary movie and go to the woods or go to this place, and there's active energy there. But they're calling it spirits, spooks, demons, apparitions, whatever name they want to use. These are conscious gases and entities of various degrees. And because spirit beings are invisible to the naked eye, you can't tell what you're dealing with. That's why they tell you don't play with Ouija boards and stuff like that, because spirits can take on different forms. They can mess with your mind and make you perceive things that are not there, make you feel things, because they can mess with your nervous system. They can make you feel things that's not there, all that stuff. You ever had a dream where you was in a relationship and you woke up and you felt love like you was in a relationship with somebody? I have throughout my life. Dreams. And woke up and knew I was dreaming, but felt like I was in love with somebody that I met in a dream. Like I felt that connection. Like that's the spirit world, the dream world, the spirit world, the 7 layers of the atmosphere. That's the spirit world. That's it. They just made us think that it's somewhere different, but it's not. Everything we dealing with is right here. And to jump back to another point, I was explaining on another show. All right, black people, kinky haired black people, have a relationship with the sun. The Caucasians found that the sun, which all stars now, had wool, the same type of hair we got, kinky hair. They found the sun had that by using a machine called a spectroheliograph in the late 1890s. And they hid that information, and they call it flocking.
Repeat that. You said they used a machine called
a spectroheliograph.
Okay.
And they was able to when they looked at the sun when there was a lunar eclipse, because you can't look at the sun directly. So when the moon was directly in front, they took the opportunity to be able to look at the sun with their telescopes, and they was able to see that the sun had wool on it, flocculi, the same texture hair that we have, the sun has.
That's interesting. That's the first time.
So I did if you go to Ramel Ma'at YouTube, I did 2 shows over there. One was like almost 6 hours, and then I did another one 3 hours day before yesterday. But I broke down that I wrote a book. I got 3 books, one called Reason the Son of Ray, and 2 called Our Hair, 1 and 2. And I put the scientific facts based off the nature books, did my research, and proved that. So the thing is this, we got people who keep claiming they're black. They have melanin, but they're not kinky haired, black, Ethiopian, African. There's different terms we use in our science, but our universal marker is our hair. And we need to separate things like a keyboard. So I need to know what number 1 is versus what's number 2 versus number 3, what's the letter up underneath it, caps lock, all of that. We have to do the same thing in our lives and with our race of people. But because we're so bundled up, and I got offended because we got these people who keep saying they're black, and then they're listening to these other people who claim they black and they're indigenous to America and all this old stuff. But they tell us Africa's not the right name, we not African. And then when I say, okay, this is my definition in scientific phenotype for my race, right? They call it 4C hair, right? Kinky, woolly, all of that. We not only from that part of the planet, Lake Victoria, actually, that's our ancestors come from Lake Victoria. We also came from the stars, from the sun. So you don't have this people who don't have kinky hair who keep calling themselves black, but they want to call themselves Native American. Okay, that's you. Stop mixing or hanging out with nappy-headed, kinky-head black people, talking about when y'all, you're not African based off of the information. You damn sure ain't part of my race. And we have to, this is what I'm saying. So the science has to be there so we can separate everybody in these prospective places. You black by melanin, but you have straight hair, you're not part of my race. So therefore, y'all need to go over here, find out what you are, because that's our problem. Until you know the origin of yourself, other people on the planet, where the planet comes from itself, the origin of a galaxy, the origin of a universe, the origin of creation in general. If we don't know these things, that person or race is very, very mentally dead.
Gotcha.
And we got too many people around us who are just as confused, but guess what? Religion works in their favor. Their religion we the most spiritual people on the planet. And what that means is we're the most possessed by the most ignorant and dumbest spirits. Because the word spirit or spiritual has two words in it, spirit and ritual. And people don't understand that. So the question is, what kind of ritual is this spirit doing? And what spirit are we referring to? You're talking about not just your own personal spirit that inhabits the human being, that programs and controls us to move around in a particular kind of way and keep doing the same dumb stuff year after year after year, which we looking at it. If you look at what happened since Marcus Garvey to now, only thing black people have done was get more job opportunities to an extent, but we haven't progressed anywhere. Even now.
I have two questions for you now, listening to you. I hate you cutting you off because
it's
I
all
am
right, go ahead.
listening to you. So my first question is, so how do you contend with the out of Africa theory?
Well, we just did a show breaking that whole thing down. Our race, kinky hair race, our ancestors came from out of the core of the planet with scientific facts and evidence, and Mother Earth birthed them in egg-shaped forms onto the Nile River, and they were born like that. We was not human beings. It was a whole bunch of them being born from the planet and the sun. That was their parents, was the sun and the earth. Eventually they procreated us later, millions of years later. So if you go over there, we got all the facts proving that, the scientific evidence, geological evidence to back all this stuff up. Religion got part of the truth when they say that man came from the ground, but it wasn't that man came from the ground. Our ancestors, who were gods and goddesses, were birthed from out of the clay around the earth's blob brain, and from there life started, and we came from them eventually. So it's not a theory, it's actual scientific fact. And then I lace it right along with the story of Kemet when they say Ra came out of the lotus flower. That whole story made sense of the whole thing and showed you scientifically. So now if you watch the videos, you're like, oh, okay, I understand. Hold on. Tasha.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Could you do me a favor and go to Ramel's page and drop 2 of those links that I was over there inside the chat?
Okay, hold on. In the last live he did, or the one before that?
It's 2 of them. You see my face on both of them. It's called Noon Science Debunks the Out of America Theory. Because the whole thing was they couldn't prove where life began. And this is an old conversation. And again, the argument that they were having is that they don't go far enough. Dane's them argument, huh?
Is the link in the chat, or where is it?
It's on his page. I did two shows over there.
Yeah. Oh, you want the links to the actual shows? Okay.
Yeah, take the links. Yeah. And the thing is, when you having a conversation, if you listen to the Aborigines over here, and they was arguing with Sonetta and them and Jabbar and them like 3 years ago or so, the argument was about slave ships, slavery being in reverse, and they only within a 500-year time window when they talk about slavery, then they start talking about bones and all this other stuff. But when you do research, no matter what they try to say about we indigenous here, all scientists keep telling you that nobody was from here originally. They keep telling you, even though the numbers are off, they'll keep telling you that people came to America from Canada, right? But they said before they couldn't cross because it was a great sheet of ice. Or people walked from the Bering Strait that connected America to another continent. I can't remember what the Bering Strait was connected to at this point on this point. But all the research keeps telling them that people came to America. It's nowhere where you're gonna find scientists say that people came from here. The same way when the Bible talks about man came from somewhere, they give you a location between the Euphrates and all that stuff. But I already know about the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden really is the Gulf of Aden. That's over there in Saudi. They ain't got nothing to do with the original place of birth, which is late Victorian. It's the science part that's left out. So if you're talking about the origin of human beings, right? Meaning where did life start from first? And if we know that we all on the planet Earth and we came from the planet Earth, the persons who's telling you this should have knowledge about geology. You need to have knowledge about the planet itself and how the planet works and how can it be that people came from the planet itself. They had these arguments lack that. So when you're having conversation like this, it always sounds like it's mythological or they only can go so far. But the question is, they try to say we indigenous. No, the whole thing is both sides are right in the sense of all of the continents was once together. Our ancestors was all over the planet. And when they started to reproduce sexually, they was all over the planet. So if you go from the first people, right, our ancestors start having sex. Let's say you had a group of our ancestors that was on America. They started having children and they die off. But you had our other ancestors on all other parts of the continent did the same thing. So if you trace from that point all the way back to when they start having sex, that land mass that they started reproducing on, everybody they had children from that point forward would be indigenous to that point, to that ancestor. But that ancestor came from somewhere else. So the argument is not even an argument. You see what I'm saying? But they're not using other sciences that you need to know about that deals with life. You got to know about water. You got to know about heat. You got to know about temperature. You got to know about plumes. You got to know about alpha bombardment. You got to know about the soil of the planet. You got to know what's going on underneath, the magma and the lava. All of these conversations, you will never hear them talk about that when you're dealing with life, because life is, first of all, I'm gonna ask you this: do you know what life is?
Outside of my own existence, no.
What about the other sister that's there? I don't know her name. I'm sorry.
Jenna, I think no, Kiana, I'm sorry.
Is she there or she?
I'm not sure. She might have passed out on us. That's not new for our channel. So
Okay. So yeah, life first of all is a burning. And without that burning, nothing else can exist. That's how you know when you die, the heat is gone. That's what life is.
yeah, I can agree with that. That also makes me think about um my first original question, right? Kind of going back to that. And I don't mean to throw you off.
Yeah,
So
good.
I remember, and again, this is very vague and I can't cite sources,
That's all
but I
right.
remember when I was reading about these primordial gods,
Mm-hmm.
one thing I do remember was about this story that, and you can tell me if I'm wrong when I say
Okay.
this, but with Keck, like Keck was like essentially nothingness and everything at the same time, right?
Right.
And there was some sort of incident that throughout that kind of sparked these other primordial gods to exist. Um, so I'm saying that to ask the question that when I read that, what I read was essentially the same thing, like in a very obscure way as the Big Bang Theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm just interested what your thoughts on it, because to me, I just thought it was I thought it was very coincidental that this story and this theory kind of almost are very similar to each other, when there at one point there was nothing, and then there was some sort of incident that sparked everything else, that kind of got the ball rolling. So I'm just curious what you have to say to that.
Yeah, well, like noon science teaches us, and we bear witness that the biggest form of deception is that if you can get a person to believe something can be created from nothing, that person is very, very dead. And so that's a problem. So we know that what they're trying to call nothing is no such thing as that. We have space, which is
Hmm.
infinite vacuum, and you have matter, and then you have time, and all three of them are intertwined and married. And so when you're talking about, we have things some called a smack circle of chaos,
Hmm.
and that is when the universes do self-destruct and disintegrate, right? They go through this breaking up period, and they just all the way break down to dust and fog, and then nature itself, or the one supreme being, goes through a state of death of relaxing
Hmm.
for 5 billion something type years, and then the smack circle of chaos starts to go into this form of order, which is going to the smack circle of chaos, a smack circle of order, and that
Hmm.
all that everything that was previously here, what we right now, that turned into dust because it get grinded back up to fine
Hmm.
dust and fog, and then that recreation or growth process starts again. That is what comes in out of what they call primordial water, because the universe is, even when they're not universes, it's still moisture and watery abyss everywhere. And
Hmm.
from that watery abyss, life only can exist if there's heat, darkness, and wetness.
Hmm.
And that's
I agree.
how everything starts. The same way it happens with human beings, and the ejaculation has to be darkness, heat, and moistness. And the universes follow the same way, just in a bigger form. And that's all it was. And so and then you have what we call brain newts, which are, they call the gods in nature, or the nature of nature. When the one supreme being's thoughts, its reasonability, or matter, and they impregnate matter, and then that matter swells up, which we call it a water ball, just like a woman swells up when she becomes impregnated. And then these alpha stars form nebulas, and then they start spinning off all of these smaller nebulas, and then those nebulas have smaller galaxies in them, and then those galaxies have smaller solar systems, like that.
Hmm.
And then again, it's like the sperm spreading out throughout the darkness,
Hmm.
and they're impregnating all of these places, and then the light comes on, and then life comes from that. So it's not that what they're misnomering as nothingness is the watery abyss.
Well, I
That's
think that was just the way that I used it, because I couldn't think of the
right.
proper words, because again, like my the way that I remember it is really vague, but I just remember Keck being this, like I said, a deity of chaos, this
Right.
primordial god that essentially represented everything and nothing at the same time. It was kind of like this duality that was
Right.
constantly at friction with itself, right?
Right.
um and so that was me. But that does kind of lead me to another question. I just wanted you to clarify so I can get a
Mhm.
better understanding when you were talking about you know you were speaking about spirits, and then you were also speaking about like where they reside, like the layers of the atmosphere. Um, Specifically speaking about the spirits, like I'm just trying to clarify, are you speaking about like gases as
Right,
being
right.
sentient?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, conscious and at different levels. If you look up the etymology of I think spirit, one of the definitions is gas, and these are conscious gases. Everything is made up of some type of atoms and particles and things like that, and you have different types. You have sun spirits, moon spirits, and earth spirits, and these orbs create these things from the center of their themselves. All of these orbs, suns, planets, and satellites, they have a brain core. They have brains, different from ours, but they still have brains, and their thoughts or reasonability is what creates spirits on planet Earth or other planets to do their bidding, because they're too big to do it themselves, and the orbs don't allow themselves to be used up in their creation. Because the sun, even though we grew the sun stayed at the state of sun for our ancestor and incarnate down into Mother Earth. Egg eggs, the same way a female have eggs, and then they had to come from that and come on the planet. And because they allowed themselves to be used up in the creation, they now are subject to the laws that's underneath what their original position was. So if I exist in some energy form and my energy is to make sure life exists, right, from life to life to life to life to a certain point, then death comes in. And now this is what they call the cycle of life and death. But this is a longer form of life, right? We're talking about 36 million years of life and then 36 million years of death, because there's a long-term opposite that exists in almighty nature, and then there's shorter terms of opposite that exist in nature. And so if I allow myself to become a part of this cycle, I now lose my position. So now I'm subject to all of the things that I put in play because I allow myself to be used up in creation. And I used to ask Christians is just to get them to think, if Jesus was God and and God came down as his son, who the hell was running the creation? And if he got killed, then why didn't everything in existence stop? It's like hitting the power switch on a generator, or you just knock out all the power. Why didn't everything stop? And it's things like these things that, again, this is information that we used to know thousands of years ago. But we had to go through the subject of the cycle of knowing and then not knowing, ruling and then being ruled. And that's what people keep forgetting. So you'll hear about cycles where the Bible says a time for this, a time for that, and people see these things and we know these things happen, but we still find it hard when we're finding ourselves going through that. So it's still about cycles and knowing. And now the thing is knowing what cycle it is. Right now, a lot of people don't know what time it is in existence. People don't know that there's a time table that is running, that we was given 60 plus years to get through this cycle, and the Caucasian them losing their power so we can become free from a lot of the stuff that's going on. This has been happening since the Grand Conjunction of February 5th, 1962. There was a star alignment that signaled the end of the world technically, and it means the moon cycle world, meaning the governments that the Caucasian race set up. So his power of transition is transitioning to darker people. But a lot of us are so caught up with mundane things that we don't see it.
I think I get you. The part that I'm still unclear on is, um going back to the original question, and I'll explain why, and you can tell me where your understanding is. So for me, like if somebody was to ask me like what my religion was, my first response to that would be that I don't practice any religion, right? And then they said, well, so are you not spiritual, or you don't, there's nothing that you resonate with, right? They'll double down on the question. And then I'll say, well, if I have to answer, I would say that I'm a naturalist. So meaning that for me, what I perceive is that there is when I look outside, right? Because anybody that knows me knows that I'm a big time gardener, so on and so forth. But I'm a big person about outdoors. Long story short, but when I look outside and I observe nature, right? Nature in and of itself, even though it looks chaotic, has an order and it works a certain way. So if I was to speculate, then what I would say is that I believe that there is an awareness in nature, meaning that animals, ecosystems, so on and so forth, balance each other out. Whether it be by certain animals using other animals as prey, certain habitats being different because of the climate versus in other areas, and those animals and people that exist in them. So me circling it back around, um, when I asked about spirits, I think what I was trying to understand whether your personal belief is like, do these spirits have like an awareness, like a think therefore I am sort of awareness, or is it kind of like an automaton sort of situation?
Let me see. Automaton. I don't know what that word means.
So it's like it's basically like the very first robot. Like, they have very limited function, but they repeated the same function. It's almost like somebody manipulating a puppet, but just it did the same move every single time.
Okay. Let me pull this up real quick. I think this is a bit better way to deal with that. But the short answer to that would be no. Um, I'm gonna pull up something real quick so I can just word for word it. I don't like the freestyle. Just give me 1 second. But see, that's what I'm saying. What you're doing is proving the point of what I was saying about a lot of us are ill-informed when it comes to spirits and what it is that what do they represent, what are their purpose, because religion
Well, yeah,
is
that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, I want to understand, like, how do you, based on your understanding and your information, how do you define it?
okay. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Is this book one or book two? Okay, this book one. I know they had this. Where's the? We got a little. Okay, let me go there. All right, give me 1 second. All right, the nature brings reasons of nature, spirits of nature, 72. All right, it's different things. All right, let's see. The spirits of nature. Da, 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 da. Just give you a basic breakdown of spirits. All right, let's see here. All right, because you got okay.
My understanding, Camp Brown, it's more like when you're sleeping, your spirit kind of leaves, and you meet up with other incorporeal beings during that time, i.e., other sleep people and stuff, and then you can that experience sometimes is what you dream about. From my understanding of it, but I only y'all know that ain't my stick.
Okay. I couldn't make out what Tasha was saying, but
That's because my mic fell and I didn't even know it.
oh, okay.
No, I said from my understanding, when you're dreaming, it's like your spirit kind of leaves your body halfway and it meets up with other beings in that realm during dream time. But
No, that's just you. That's your mind, in the spirit world. When you go to sleep, that's where you go. And depending on, since the spirit world is the atmosphere, that means the spirit world is constantly moving. And this is why when you dream, you don't never, it takes, sometimes you never dream the same thing again because it's moving. I had dreams where I remember I dreamed this dream where I've been to this place years ago, because we're not into that where we track our sleep and the star movements and the planet and stuff like that. And because the way things move in America, people got to work, so you go to sleep different times and all of that. But because the planet is moving and the sky is that, you say you went to sleep tonight and you had this the most beautiful dream you ever thought of, and you went to sleep again at a different time, or you went to sleep at the same time. That doesn't mean that that point that you entered the spirit world is going to be the same point when you went to sleep. And so it's different degrees, it's different things going up there. The spirit world is opposite of the human world and adverse to it as well. And the spirit world controls the physical world.
They asking for independent sources in the chat to verify.
To verify what? They just have to look the word. I told them, if you look at the word, the etymology of spirit, you're gonna see the word gas there. Now you have to understand scientifically what a gas is. If you look into these gases are made up of what? Elements. These elements are intelligent. They're not just lifeless things of energy that, because the Caucasian put them on a chart in a box and put some letters and because they can manipulate them, that doesn't mean that. This is everything. See, that's the thing about us falling away from nature, because we keep asking for sources and not knowing that we out of touch with the world around us. And in ancient times, you see that.
How would they find out about getting back in touch with nature in order to find that information?
Well, they got it, like I told this young lady here. If they go to find9news.com, get the books and read them, and let their intelligence work with sound right reason, they'll be guided to be able to answer these questions. All of this information that they hear me saying is not new. Our ancestors knew these things, and they didn't go to no book. They didn't. If you go to Kemet and stuff right now, I want you to listen to what I'm asking you. If you went to Kemet right now and read the hieroglyphs, is there sources wrote on there? Did they say, "Oh, I got this saying from this"? No, they don't. This information is written there, just like other places. There's no written sources. The fact that you seen it in stone and all, it came from their intelligence. It came from things around them. You talk about a shaman, when you talk about witches and warlocks, these people play around in the spirit world, and that those spirits give these people information. So to keep trying to frame it always in a book form, and I'm not, sidestepping, I'm answering it, and I'm expanding them to look at the whole thing. When you go back, you will see that these things are not there. You can go to plenty of places on the planet where people know how to do things and they had nothing to do with a book, but they knew stuff. Your great grandma will tell you, yeah, the spirit told me this, or you talk about Native Americans or whatever, they'll say the great spirit told me this, or the spirit of the bird told me whatever. They ain't have no books for that, but they knew facts and information, and it verified itself in nature. Nature, as far as our science, It's all space, matter, and time. It's not just talking about, again, apparitions, as the Caucasian calls it, or conscious gases. A spirit or spirits is one fraction of everything that's in existence. And this just proof that we have been so cut off, in a sense, from our own reasonability. We lack the ability to reason. You understand? It's like a chore to do, and you say, I'm not going to help you. I'm going to give you this right here. You're going to have to what? Figure it out. Figuring something out is a form of using reasonability. And that's what our race lacks the most, is reasonability. We do not know what reasonability is in form of going within and connecting with the reasonability that we lost a long time ago. So again,
I don't think it's
also, and let me
not
say this let me say this real quick before you say that.
sure.
And also, you cannot make another person intelligent at the same time, and that's another problem we have too. A lot of us want to exist and keep listening to people, and you could talk to you blue in the face, and none of that stuff will make the person listening intelligent. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't think it's necessarily that, but I think sometimes like when we have conversations, I
Mhm.
think it's really good to like define what it is that we're talking about. Like if it's like you asked me about automaton, and I kind of had to rattle through my brain to come up with like a really simple
Right.
definition of what a automaton is. When I first heard you speak about like spirit and like earth spirits
Mhm.
and sun spirits and everything, like I think I understood, but I just wanted to clarify because when we say spirit in
Hey, my
today's
pretty.
language, it could mean several different things. We could, like you said, we could be talking about spookism, or we can even be talking about, like distilled alcohol. Like, I don't really know. So I just
Right.
wanted to. I wanted, that's why I said, like, are we talking about something that's sentient, like that is
Yeah.
has a
Yeah.
awareness of itself, or are we
They have
talking about,
awareness.
or
But
are
then
we
it's
talking
different
to?
degrees. Just saying, like human beings, just look at it like human beings. You got some human beings are smart, some are not so smart, some are kind of dumb and stupid. So spirits exist with the same levels of reasonability. And again, they come from different things. So like wine, they say they call them spirits. But wine is a byproduct of the earth. So that would fall under earth spirits. Weed, DMT, mushrooms, all these are different forms that spirits can take the place of or interact with. This falls under what we call the narcotics god or Bacchus. And so these are gods of ancient times. If you look into these deities, then you see the problem is our people don't know that these forces of nature, that's another way of saying it,
Mhm.
change names when the time and cycle came in to change names, and when the next group of people they supposed to work with to help them rule, they follow the cycle and season, because the cycle and season have now dictated it's a new group of people coming. They're gonna be speaking a whole different kind of language. Therefore, they have to change names, and also their formulas change. So the gods that was good to us when they was messing with us have now gotten away from us and gotten away through time, become more negative and more compatible with the negative race that's coming in. And then they set up shop, their mystery schools, their occult places, their underground joints, and all this stuff they use for their race who contact them to give them the power to rule. And that's what people don't understand. The same gods we was messing with long ago is the same gods that's messing with a whole nother group of people. We don't know the shift change happened. So we just still stuck and not understanding that how can X, Y, and Z keep occurring? But they tell you all the time. Look at the movies. Look at it. They putting it in front of you. They mess with the occult.
Ezekiel put the first book that you need in the chat. Nature of Nature, Afro Uno. The campground said, "Can you tell him where to look up that narcotics guide?"
Let me see. You have to probably look under if he got the PDF, it should be under the word narcotics. Just
What
type
PDF?
type in the word narcotics.
No, what PDF?
It's either Introduction to the Nature of Nature, book 1 or book 2.
But where does he get that from?
You talking about you say he put he put the book, or he just put the name of it?
No,
Oh
he just
yeah, okay. Okay,
No,
yeah.
he just
Hold on.
commented the name of the
Yeah.
book.
Oh, okay. I see it. I see it.
Asking you for a source and what Ezekiel basically came in and just clarified everything. The first book they need is that Nature by Afro Uno.
Yeah,
That's
all
where
of the
you
books is
find
on the
all the
website.
references and stuff he talking about.
Right.
Because
The
all
thing
this
is
based on Uno science.
Yeah, what you have to do is like we do. If you go, did you put the links in here from the Remiel?
Yeah, I put them in there.
Okay, so
She put them in
if they
earlier.
look in there, I demonstrate how it's done. You take information.
That's why he put the videos up.
Right. So you take the information, right, and then you sound right reason are male and female energies. These are living energies that our ancestors came from and personified. Those mental energies are right in every person's brain, especially the black race with kinky hair. That is what we follow called sound right reason. When you doing your research, that mentality, that reasonability guides us to all of the correct information. And then we build on what we already had in our possession. So if you somebody who is religiously inclined and you're reading the nature books is clarifying things that your religion doesn't. And sound right reason, which we call Nupu, which the letter N stands for, they, male and female energies, will guide you after they help you upgrade your mentality and your reasonable ability. Then you'll be to go and do more research and add on to it. Everything in existence comes from nature in one form or another. Some people, like Afro Uno, was able to get their information directly from nature itself without having to go into source material, because those people got information from us eventually. So you got some people who are mental giants who are way farther ahead than I am. I don't claim to be all knowing and all information because I don't. But what I do know is what I put in book form and what I'm putting in either on this channel when I'm talking or Remiel's or One Community, so people can see how I demonstrate how we do that. Go ahead.
Noonan is not Afro Uno.
Afro Uno passed.
Yeah, Afro Uno passed. Afro Uno is one of the people that York was plagiarizing. New One Science is a part of what York was plagiarizing. So that's how Tar Noonan figured out that York was full of malarkey, pretty much.
Right. This right here with the Amazon now. Ezekiel, you don't have to. Yeah, I put the books in there we can get for free from our website. You don't have to buy that book from off
website. Okay, you can't even buy it off there anyway. It's just got the book. It's just got the book information. But yeah, so this is something that it's nature science. Basically, it's just teaching you how to be one with nature so that you can learn this stuff. Right, Tarnuna?
Well, yeah, the introduction to the nature is basically the complete biography of the one supreme being, which I said before is all space, matter, and time. That's everything existing in the front, in the past, the present, living, dead, all that stuff is what the introduction to the nature does. It teaches you and gives you all the pertinent information about the beginning and the ending of things and everything in between. And then you go from there. All these books that exist it tells you about the forces that created those books and put those books into existence for a certain amount of time. And that's is what's confusing people, which takes me back to what I said earlier about the Bible being a book of the dead and that it has spells and curses in it. And people don't get that. And because
No,
the
it's a
Bible comes
God,
from
and one of his powers. He's talking about the narcotics God. You don't look it up by that. You look it up by their name, and all that stuff is under their name.
Yeah,
But you have to go, all that stuff ain't found in one location. You asking this man to pull up stuff that he been looking at for years off the top of his dome and hand it to you.
I gave you the website so he can go to the website, go to the book
book
section.
that he's giving you on the website is free. Some of the stuff that you're asking for is in there with the references. Y'all want people to hand you everything on a silver platter. Sometimes they give you the spoon, but you got to go get the meal yourself and put it on the plate.
Yeah, just like Pretty Crystal Clear said, researchers find the answer, wisdom accepts the
You gotta
outcome.
learn
That's it.
Yoda speak to understand new one science. I'm not fluent, but I'm a visitor.
You said Yoda speak?
Yeah, that's what I call what Crystal do in the chat.
Yeah, again, you got to do the research.
No, but I think I understand you, Tarnell. I was just trying to get clarification because I think, again, like I said, we sometimes we just have to define things.
Yeah, I'm not saying it like don't nobody need no sources or nothing, but he's giving you the book that's got most of the stuff in it because this is the guy that did the original research for New One Science.
Right.
But
Now I'm gonna break this down.
Pause on that real quick. Did anybody happen to go over and check out T-Bag's Dumpster Fire? If so, can y'all give us a Cliff Notes version? Because Chief X just went live and he seems kind of angry talking about York put out good work.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
And if it's this complicated, Tomas, you kind of can. Because if he try to sit down and break it down for y'all, we'll be here for days and days and days and a couple more days after that.
And still, it won't make you intelligent. Just because I'm saying it, that don't make.
You have to start at the beginning in order to understand it to get to this point. The only reason I understand what Tarnoon is talking about because I've been listening to it for years.
And
I'm talking about your title sound angry. I ain't even listened to it.
And I'm trying to
got fire in that bitch in WTF. But did anybody go watch the Dumpster Fire by the Van?
I was listening to it earlier, but it was mostly
apparently he said something idolizing about York and this done set somebody off, I think. But I want verification.
I don't know. It was just a lot. Cause I was in and out, but I know Uma. I don't know if that was her husband talking or her father. I don't know. I think that was her husband talking.
How
But
that's
he
gonna
gave
be
her,
her father? York her father.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, so her husband was talking, and he gave his story about something happened with his daughter and how she got caught up in the cold.
He in the Ansar community too.
So but
man,
they still confirm that the nation's still being ran by a pedophile because Dusa York, which is Damon Pryor, is still he's still the head. Sakina,
so he over there in Ghana running everything.
He in Ghana trying to
shit.
deal with 2 schemes. They say he done knocked up a couple of African chicks over there. And he was trying to raise money because see, money over here is the dollars. It got more power in Ghana.
Yeah.
So if you give, you take $20,000